long that I keep my fire. I can't wait to hit a little night, and it pretty much will be a very special Prima for me, yo. Da 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 da, yo. Da 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 da.
That's why I'm not getting them though. But I still bring out my old ones. St. Patrick's Day, every St. Patrick's Day.
Oh yeah,
I put my St. Patrick's
the
on.
classic ones, Halloween, like there's a few other ones.
The nostalgics of it, when I saw it, I was like, oh, I should get those. But then I'm like, nah.
Easters, both Easters.
Oh yeah,
I sold the second Easters to get the first Easters.
So, first Easters are fire.
I
like those better.
What's his name? Blue Cane Closet's always posting stuff like that. Always posting
Blue
like
Cane
old.
Closet. No, I be about to.
You got
buy
the
some
most stuff
bro.
ever. I bought from him.
Some of that stuff be too high. Some of it be just right, and I always miss out on the just right stuff.
Nah, I think most of it would be just right. Honestly,
It depends.
like he had Hulks for like $450
because he had 94, 95 Concords. What year? When the first time they retro 97, 95 ones. Those just only $389.
That's a good price.
It's a good price, but you know they was obviously yellowed and stuff like that. But they sold out quick.
My brother got a pair of those. I'm trying to talk him into giving them to me, and he's like trying to try. I'm like, I'm supposed to get the brother price. I'm like, don't give me no crazy. He's not even wearing them.
Nah, them one when it's family, you be like, let me just wear them tonight, and you don't get them back.
He ain't going for that one.
Let me borrow those real quick. And I'm just going out tonight.
Yeah, they still have Hulks for $450.
Hulk Dunks.
High, yeah.
With the denim,
Hulk
like
Dunk
the
highs.
tore up ones.
Yeah.
Oh, them Hulks. I thought you meant the ones that were like kids GS ones.
No.
Oh.
No.
All right. You ready to do this? You ready, my guy?
He got Netherlands Air Force Ones too that I need because I'm a Mets fan.
Now, if he had Netherlands Dunks, is it Netherlands or those Flash?
Air Force One.
Oh, them is cool.
Oh, Flashes. Yeah, Flashes are black and orange.
I almost bought those, but I bought Brazils when they came out. Brazils at the time.
Brazils are good.
Not a Mets fan, but the orange and blue colorway, cold like that.
It's the best. It's the best color combination of all time.
I can't say the best. I think the Bulls red and black is
The
probably
best combination of all time.
That's why blue and orange. Yes,
that's why that's why all the best Jordans is red. But that is a cold color.
The only reason, fam, if Jordan played for the Knicks, then all the best colors would be blue and orange. It's just because he played for the Bulls. That's why black and red's good, but like.
I don't think I ever thought about the best color combination, but I
should
think
do that.
if I really had to,
as a top 10 color
it
combinations,
might be black red.
Nah,
see,
it might be.
But check
number out. If without, I'm sorry, I'll get back to you in a minute. But without like bias, number 1 is olive and orange. Number 2 is probably blue and orange.
Okay, besides the undefeated fours, what's the next olive and orange thing that you like? This is incredible. Other than undefeated.
Well, I think I like a lot of olive shoes because
they're not olive 9s,
Harachis, olive 9s.
Olive 9s are fire.
You are biased because of that.
I don't like 9s at all.
That $140,000 shoe, you are biased to olive and orange.
Nah, I don't think so. They don't do a lot of because I like the
KD4 was olive and orange.
KD4, but that's undefeated. He's got a point.
It wasn't undefeated.
No. But he's like,
but that's not even the best 4. The best 4 is hands down scoring titles, Nerfs. What are those blue ones? The blue and orange ones. Like you can name a lot of KD4s before you get to the. Yeah, before you get to like the
No.
All the ones are top 3.
Wait, what's the first one you said?
Scoring titles.
Hold on, is that the yellow one?
Yes, the blue. I almost wore those.
I had the blue and yellow one.
I brought them with me. Scoring titles.
I traded those for Cat 4s.
Nerfs, yes.
Nerfs, no.
Yes.
There's no reason you don't like Nerfs.
At all.
None.
I know I like them a lot, but top 5 KD4 colorway?
Ant Pearl's got to be number 1.
No. Number 1 is Weatherman.
I forgot about that one.
I
don't think it's better than Nerf, but it is.
I don't think either of them better than Ant Pearl.
I didn't even see what I'm saying. And look, we pushed the olive all the way down with all these. That we
Pink and gray is also top 5.
I started Twitter because of the Nerfs. I never had a Twitter account. My friend went in the Nike. I was at work. He's like calling me like they only have is a 7 Nerf. I'm like, buy it. I started Twitter and tweeted Kevin Durant and said, I will give these shoes to charity if you give me my size. And he did not answer. I'm like, you could at least send me a message from your burner account. I'm like, do something.
Right?
So I'm like,
one of his 1,000 burners.
Yeah, I'm like, that's how I even started Twitter. I never had a Twitter account. I ended up having to sell the 7.5 to flip into my size. Like,
oh, so you actually had it?
I got them. I've never worn them. I'm looking for a reason to wear them. So when I go out of town, I wear Nerfs and post a picture.
Yeah, if I had to rank KD4s, I would go Weatherman. I would go Weatherman first. Then I would go.
I like Weathermans.
Don't forget the blue and orange ones. It was like
I love them sickle ones. The orange sickles, the blue and orange.
The Texas colorway.
No. That was burnt orange. That was Texas. The orange ones you talking about? They were orange sickles. Okay, they were the bright orange with the blue. I do like the scoring ones. I had those.
See? That olive colorway moving further and further down.
The USA red, white, and blue ones were fire too.
Well, you haven't mentioned Ant Pearl yet.
No, Ant Pearl's in the top 5. I just don't know where, and I don't know how, and I don't know what I'd move. Easter's too to me. Easter's was one of my personal favorites. It did kind of like fall out.
Easter's at home. I don't think I wore them this Easter. I forgot.
I feel like y'all talked about this, but that was like one of the declines in shoes when they tried to Easter every year. I think.
What about Galaxies? We got Galaxies.
They had a Galaxy KD. I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it was gray.
All-Star Weekend. What you talking about?
It was gray.
I remember the LeBrons.
I remember
silver.
the
Big Bangs.
Yeah, the Big Bangs. I remember the foams. I don't remember the KDs.
Nah, Galaxy KD4s are fire.
I can't even remember those.
Yeah, you do. Pull out your computer device.
I really don't. That's why I'm like.
They look like NASA.
I guess.
These right here. Look at
Heat.
Oh yeah, I mean.
Yeah, those are fire.
Oh, he don't got him in top 5 though. Look at his face.
They give me Mork and Mindy vibes. They like with the silver.
No.
That wasn't one of my
titles, man.
No.
I like bright colors more than like something. But I mean, they're not bad. I still would put them over the olive ones though. Like that's why I said that olive pair is moving way down.
Can you see in this camera? Like, is there space above my head?
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Yep.
Okay.
Like that much.
That should be fine then. All right, you guys ready to talk?
Ready to start the show, B?
I sent stuff. You in a rush, Rico?
I am not.
Okay. I just want to make sure I don't hold you up.
We got time. We're
good. You go by Kevin? Is that cool? Or
Kevin.
All right, some cats be like, yo, I go by K-Dog. I go by... All right. Just want to make sure.
That's cool.
I thought your name was like Chivo or something.
Oh, so
Instagram.
All right. So my name is Kevin. My brother calls me Kevo. And then I have a old school box Chevy, so all my friends call me Chevy and Kevo. So Chevo Racks is my Instagram name. So that's where that came from. So it's like a combination of Chevy and Kevo.
What Chevy you got? What kind of Chevy you got?
89 box Caprice, 24s, golden chrome grill. Yeah.
Chicago streets gotta be mean to that though.
And that's how you ride thick tires. I want to do 26s. But I'm scared I had to go smaller tires, and like you said, it's rough on the tires.
Honestly can't think of any worse roads on the planet than in Chicago. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. Because like when we were out there, I just couldn't believe everybody isn't driving a Escalade or a Range Rover Suburban. Them streets are bad. New York is pretty bad too, but Chicago streets, man, it's like they put zero effort in doing anything.
You can file a claim with the city if like a pothole ruins your tire, and they give you a thing to fill out. Like you trying to take a paternity test or sue somebody. It's like the paperwork is like
out here too.
They never give you the money back. Like you're not getting it.
They got that out here. If you hit a pothole, you go and do it. But like it's so much work to do it. You're like, man, forget this, man.
You hear about that guy who he drew dongs, he drew penises around potholes. That way they would fix it because there's a big penis on the ground. You hear about that guy?
Heard of that.
I saw that like a couple of years ago.
Hey, that's genius though.
Yeah.
he living in the future.
All right, let's do this. Appreciate everybody at Pivot Socks. Go to getpivot.com. That's GETPYVOT.com. Use the promo code SneakThisPodcast. Get yourself some percentage off and free shipping. Like I said, every pair of socks does support an episode of this podcast. So get out there and buy socks because I don't know when I'm ever making a t-shirt or a hoodie for this podcast. So it's getting pushed back further and further. So look, get yourself some Pivot Socks.
It has to say the Sneak This Podcast and people will cop.
Consider Pivot Socks Sneak This Sneaker Podcast socks. All right. Like I said, promo code is Sneak This Podcast.
Collab.
Maybe. I ain't heard from him in a minute. Shoot, for all I know, Cat is buying socks through the roof and ain't even doing nothing. So who knows? Yo, Stick This Podcast, episode 316. We got No George today. We got Rico in the building. We got a special guest all the way from Chicago. Got the homie Kev in the building.
And they say Shy City.
He say nothing. You got to talk, man.
From Chicago, Kevin. Instagram, Twitter, Real Chevo Rex.
Let them know.
Yeah, follow me there. Check it out.
Move the mic a little bit closer.
I'm good now.
Yeah, you can move it. Unless you need to move the table. If you need to move the table to adjust it, you can. There you go. Yeah.
All right, there we go. Yeah,
there we go.
Check me out on Instagram. I follow back, and it's private. It's weirdos out there, so just follow me, and I'll follow you back.
I appreciate you coming through and said he was going to be in town. And, said he want to come on a podcast. Like I said, man, you ever come in town? You want to come on a podcast and we can make it happen? We can make it happen. We're recording on a Monday today at
Monday.
1 o'clock in the middle of the day, all right, which we never, ever do. So like I said, man, anybody come in town and we could adjust and make it happen. Like I said, I appreciate Rico coming on short notice, pulling up because George is at work right now.
Got you beat.
We'll make it happen. So I'm glad you was able to pull up. I'm glad you were able to make it.
I appreciate y'all accommodating. I've been listening for like 3 years now, so that's why I say I was telling you earlier, like I actually found y'all through seen Skate on there. I bought some stuff from him, and then ever since then, I get through work day listening to y'all talk about sneakers and stuff like that. So,
man, that's all it is for. I'm just glad, man. The show is literally for just help people get a little bit quicker through the week. Like, that's all it's for, man. What got you in the sneakers, man?
Well, I mean, I always tell people my parents did because, like, my earliest memory is the 89 when my mother got me military fours, and then she got her military fours and me fire red fours, and I used to steal her shoes and wear them because she wore heels and Reebok Exo Fits and stuff. Right. And then back then, it's lame now, but we used to wear one military, one fire red to school, just to stunt
oh yeah, everybody did at one point.
And then and I always tell people I always say I predate the word sneakerhead because I'm way before then, in the original lines of 96 for the breads and stuff, and then I even I didn't got no. I know you're gonna do pickups. I don't got no pickups, but I probably am the only person that can claim they have their original first pair of Nikes ever. And these actually won me the Lost and Founds on Atmos recently. I won when I posted a picture because they were wanted you to talk about your earliest sneaker memory and stuff like that. So I've never won a contest like that before. Shout out to Atmos. Minute.
So that was a cool contest too.
Wait. Now see, I didn't hear about that. Now see, that's an okay contest.
I think Atmos is fine. So, that. I mean, that type of post a picture of this. That's I'll post a picture of whatever you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Ronnie's done that a few times. Or
that's fine if they say something hey, pull out something rare. Yeah, that's cool.
I never heard of it either, but a guy I follow on Twitter, I saw his post, and I was like, I can do this. I'm I posted a picture of these because it was my first shoes, and then my oldest pair that I have that I used to wear when I was a kid, I still have 94 UNCs. They beat the shit, but I posted a picture of both of them and told a little story about both of them and stuff like that because 94, everybody in my hood, from the kids, drug dealers, everybody had Chicago 10s. I go to the store happy, finna get Chicago 10s, walk in there, they no Chicago 10s. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, I got to get them. They nah, we got these UNC 10s. I had to be the only kid walking out the store, pouting, swinging the bag. I didn't even want the UNC 10s. I'm and I told them that in the story and stuff, and it's man. And I keep the oldest ones I keep. I lost my Aqua 8s from when I was a kid and my Olympic 7s when I moved with my granny, but I still got those. So
UNC 10s are one of the better 10s.
Yeah, but I'm from Chicago, and you had to have that red and black Chicago color.
There are only 3 10 colorways that matter to me. Shadow.
Correct.
Chicago, double nickel, whatever you want to call it.
Correct.
And UNCs. Now, you could say the City Pack.
Yes.
I'm okay with the City Pack. Problem is the City Pack.
Steals.
No, steals are whack.
I thought you said steals.
No, shadows.
Shadows.
Oh,
shadows
yeah, I got you.
I never understood steals.
They classic though. You gotta get those. Those
steals. Toe cap or no toe cap? Because I don't like.
I don't like the toe cap either.
I don't like the toe cap either. I just thought steals. They were silver and black. I didn't understand why that the first colorway they came out.
Raiders. Huh?
Yeah, but they got nothing to do with Chicago. Ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
But those are the ones he cooked Pippen in the celebrity game, and then what else? What else did he wear those on? Those are those are the ones
Pippen,
he had on
celebrity game.
Those are the
History.
ones he had the statue he had on the statue and stuff. So That's why I say like. Yeah. Oh no, he had the 9s on the statue.
Oh yeah, he wore 9s. Exactly.
But those were the steals. I think the steals were the first ones to come out, and then that's
it
what
was.
See, so that's where it is.
Because with 8s, Aqua 8 was the first one to come out, which was completely different. I mean, it's the only Jordan 1 through 14 with Velcro. And then the colorway when it came out, obviously Charlotte Hornets and stuff was very big back then. So
starter jackets.
In the 90s, yeah.
So I always tied that to the reason why that colorway came out first. And then 9s was what do they call them now?
Black.
They call them Space Jam 9s now, but they're just the white black ones.
And I hated 9s when they first came out. I actually boycotted. I told my parents, I was like, I don't even want a 9 because I was mad because Jordan retired. And so I didn't have no 9s as a kid. And then I got back on 10s when he had the I'm Back shirt with the 10s. I'm like, yeah.
9 and 10s, if they never made them again, I'd be fine. I got 1 9 that's anthracites. 10s, I got double nickels. Maybe something else.
I don't have any 10s left.
And yeah, but 9s, I don't know why 9s. I don't know how much I cared about 9s when they first came out.
It's a boot.
I don't remember, but it is a boot. But see, olive 9s. Olive 9s are fire though. That's one of the better 9s to me. But then when they started coming out with the actual 9 boots, the 9 boots are fire because they look like boots. Like I love them 9 boots. Them joints is tight to me. Them beef and broccoli looking ones, them joints is tight.
You gonna cop them?
No, because I ain't paying that much. And look where we live at, man. Now, if I lived in Chicago, I'd have some boots.
What about Flagstaff? If you lived in Flagstaff, would you
I lived in Flagstaff, it wouldn't even matter out there because don't nobody know nothing out there. That's the thing. I'm out there with beef and broccoli Jordan boots up north, and they like
NAU.
They wearing a caterpillar with the steel toe. Like, no.
Merrills.
We're going to do a top 10 today. Now, I did invite Rico literally this morning, very, very, very last minute.
I'll figure it out.
So he may not be able to list. We're doing.
I'll make some.
We're doing top 10 sneakers that could be considered Christmas sneakers.
Hardest list ever.
How? I actually thought it was pretty easy.
It's probably pretty easy. We're probably thinking too much.
And I was heavy on Nike, and so I was trying to be diverse and get some other stuff. But I'm like, that could be Christmas. I was checking the names and stuff, like make sure it's not affiliated with Christmas. I'm like,
okay. See, there's ones that like. You know, obviously you go to the reds, you go to greens, you go to certain ones, maybe in like different shades of blue and whatnot. But like there are some that I have on my list. I made my list off the top of my head. Like some of it you may be like, nah, I don't always see that. But honestly, if Christmas sneakers during that era when they were really making Christmas sneakers wasn't like blatantly Christmas, like you know what I mean? Anything could go for Christmas. Like anything really could.
What was it? It was a 7, right? It was just red. The LeBron 7 Christmas?
It was like a faded.
It was faded black.
It was like black, gradiated
and the
red.
I had like him as a kid with like a Christmas present. And I think it had green on the. I know so much because my son plays on them.
I thought about wearing those today.
Yeah, and they got like the green LBJ on the inside.
Oh,
it's green.
Well, it's Christmas.
The LBJ on the inside, it's got the LBJ with the green on it.
And see, that was probably one of the more subtle Christmas
green laces too. They come with green laces too.
Does it?
They give you red laces and green laces.
I'm gonna have to take them out when I get home and take a look at them.
I know there's red laces.
They had like a really
I've
bright.
bought one pair of LeBrons in my entire life. So
no, what?
Actually, no, that's not true because I had ones and 3s when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. I have the Christmas ones came with like a really bright red one
I remember those.
And a black pair. Maybe a green one too.
I thought it was a green one too. It's green mixed into the shoe, but yeah.
I'm starting to remember that LJ23. I think it was green. I wore them joints one time when I copped them because we talked about it on this podcast before. That LBJ7 Christmas one to me is one of the better LeBron James. Mm-hmm. And those when red carpets came out, them joints was like on sale for like $99 and stuff. Like them joints.
Grabbed a pair.
Oh, I grabbed them too. I grabbed them at full price. And then after they kept sitting, I took them back to Nike and then went and bought them for like $89 elsewhere. Like they're still on like Lapstone and Hammer's website. Like they did their Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff. They still had pairs on there. I think Feature. I think Feature still had a few pairs on there too.
I got my son the All-Star ones at first to hoop in, and his foot grew. And then I got him the because he was playing for a team at that color. When he switched to a different team, I got him the Christmas ones because his team, the Rockets, is red and black. So
what's crazy is all three of those, All-Star, Christmas, and the red carpets, are probably 3 top 5, top 10 in LeBron 7s.
You know they need to bring back the Dunk Man. That black and green.
Mm-hmm.
With that patent leather around it?
I sold my pair because they were too small.
Dunkmans are fire.
They are fire. That is the best. First of all, hot take, that LeBron 7 is the best LeBron, even better than the 8 as far as like with clothes and silhouette.
LeBron model?
Yes. Because like people love the 3s and stuff, but you want to talk about boots, that looks like literally a boot.
I still think 9s are better than both of them.
I go 7, 8, 9. That's the way I rank
I go 9, 7, 8.
It's the best one.
I think 9, 7, 8. Or I even go 9. The first one, Zoom Generation.
9, 7, 8, 3, 1.
Zooms are good, but the colorways got way better as he went on.
4s last. I hate 4s. LeBron 4s suck.
Which one was 4? Was that the one that had like looked like traction on the bottom?
Yeah.
Wait, waves?
Yeah, it was like it was stupid. I hated it.
The worst one to me was 2s.
Big boot looking.
I didn't understand why people love 2s that much.
I don't like.
I thought 2s were okay.
I thought they were okay on like people that were tall and bigger. Oh, I don't mind those ones.
I don't like them.
I didn't mind them. It was
I think 5s are cool.
They tried to put foam posit on the 4s. Like they tried to try to switch that up. It was okay. I didn't mind them. I didn't own a pair. I think I own like the navy blue and white one.
I actually like LeBron 2s.
No, I don't think they're bad, but I just don't. They're not better than any other ones.
The shoe he should have took that they said I think was designed for him was the Hyperposit. That actually is like a shoe. I have like 3 colorways. I think one pair I hoop in them. Those are actually dope. I hoop in the black and red ones, and then I have the.
Didn't Blake Griffin hoop in those?
No, I think he was
Hyperfuse, Hyperfuse.
Are you talking about these ones?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, that's what
Amari
really
Davis,
good,
Amari
I
Stoudemire.
got the Amari pair. I told you I like the blue and orange. I got the Amari pair. I got the pink pair.
I wanted the Statue of Liberty.
I had the
really
Statue
bad.
of Liberties. Me and George had the Statue of Liberties.
Lucky. I wanted those real bad when I was.
I got a friend of mine had those. Those were fire. The Statue of Liberty.
Those are fire.
You know you too short to wear those because I was
I don't
way
care.
too short. I was. I tried them statues because I was like, man, I love these joints.
Man, being diminutive in stature has never stopped me from wearing a sneaker, and it never will.
It will for me because if it's half my body, I can't wear it.
I laugh that y'all don't like the highs. Y'all say like it's too like the Jordan 1 highs.
Nah, not anymore. Now that I
got
no, hold on,
now not anymore.
Hold on, don't do that because
I will do that.
I've been talking about shortnomics for a very long time. Once you get your shorts balanced correctly on your body, then Jordan highs are fine. See, I'm short. If I had my shorts past my knee and a high, I only had this much gap of leg. So once I raised my shorts up a bit, then I had a little bit more leg, and the Jordan highs didn't look so bad.
Okay.
That's how it has to work. Yes. I wore Chicago's the other day. Love them. Or Lost and Founds, whatever you want to call them.
Lost and Founds came out.
I don't care what nobody says. The greatest retro Jordan of all time. No, I don't care what nobody says. The Lost and Found,
it
is
fire.
Hands down. And like I said,
okay, but I don't
think of a few other ones.
Yeah, because you said that, and I'm like, what do you mean?
I mean,
you can't mean like quality and stuff. Like you can't mean that.
Good on those though.
They're perfectly fine, but like, fam, it's not a '94 Chicago. Like, there's
some other ones.
It's not. That's not even a 2015 Chicago. Not even close to a 2015 Chicago.
Look, there are some.
It's not close to a 2001.
Band ones,
not even
2001.
close.
There's a few out there. But to me, and like I said, right, recency bias, I haven't had time to really think about it.
Yes, you haven't.
I haven't because there's some Oreo 4s that are flawless. Now, that's not an OG color. Well,
it's OG-ish.
I guess it's OG.
OG-ish.
First retro.
Yeah, it's not
retro.
It's not a Chicago, it ain't a Bread 4, nothing like that. But, like, these joints are beautiful. Like, these joints are
I'm with you. I opened them up and looked at them and was like, man.
I don't know what I expected when I opened it, but I didn't expect to feel like, whoa. Like, these is fire. Like,
I got a bit of a habit because I have 13 Chicagos. I have, 15 Chicagos.
Mm-hmm.
I have Lost and Founds. I have the Off-White Chicagos. And then I have a custom snake skin pair of Chicagos that I had made. I have like 5 pairs of Chicagos. And that's like what you always talk about. It's an addiction. So it's like
94s and
anytime
85s.
that they come out. Now, I'm
That's
not as
it.
bad as one of my homeboys, my boy Brandon. He used to cop like 2 or 3 of every release. And I used to tell him, you're a psycho. Like, I cannot buy multiples of the same release. I will get the same shoe from different releases.
right.
But not from, and the one is like before everybody started loving the one, I was, because like the ones, the midsole don't crack on the paint.
Mm-hmm.
And so like right before the one wave, I got like those Quay, I might be saying it wrong, those K54 Jordan ones, like $200. Like before
pronounced
all
K?
the prices skyrocketed.
Quiet 54s?
I thought it was Quiet. Somebody told me it was K, whatever it is. But those Jordan 1s, I got them for like $200.
Told you.
And you know, those didn't even release like in like regular stores and stuff. I was like cleaning up on Jordan 1s when everybody was like in the other shoes. And then all of a sudden the one wave come, I can't hit a raffle on the one.
So you know what's crazy
the only Quiet I know is the 5.
So you know what's crazy is like back in that period of time when cats was trying to cop like 1 and 2 and 3, 4 pairs, that became like the flex back in the day, like 1 to rock, 1 to stock, 1 to like trade, you know, stuff like that. I did it a few times for certain things, but a lot of it was mainly because like it was so hard to get stuff when you had the opportunity to. You just did it. Like I didn't necessarily go out there like there were certain things. Now, Jordan 6s, that's my greatest Jordan of all time to me. Black infrareds, I bought 6 pairs of black infrareds. I did. I mean, I golfed in one. I did stuff and hooped in one, worked out in one. Like, I did a lot of stuff in them. It was stupid at the time. You know, back then, you was like, I did my favorite, and you do. Now you think back like, all right, that was stupid. Now, I will tell you this, though, and maybe I'm wrong, because clearly Chicago sounds like your favorite out of Jordan 1s.
So it's really just Jordan 1. So I got... Once again, so I got on the 2001 bread ones now. I have the Jordan pack with the Boston, the black one. I got that Jordan 1. They need a soul swap because those are the ones I used to wear a lot.
Love of the game.
Yeah, I got the bands with the X on them. I have the 2015-ish black and red ones. So every time a shoe that's my favorite shoe comes out, I'm gonna buy another one. No matter what happens.
I would tell you this, like,
I haven't worn these shoes in 10 years. These are 2001. This is my first time putting this shoe on in over 10 years.
This is what's crazy is like you could look at a 2001 band, black, red, whatever you want to call them. They look different. Mm-hmm. Like if I brought the pair, what's the last one that came out? Donna gave me that pair. They look nothing like that. Like them joints look good. Like they look like really, really good quality. You know what I mean? I thought they were the ones with the X on the back at first. Nah, because them quality was crazy. Those. Oh, really?
They just at home waiting for an opportunity to get worn.
See, I had 2 pairs and I sold them to this guy with some stupid stuff. Like
the line was so long. I'm like, I'm not waiting in line at the outlet. But I met a homie in North Carolina, my homie Travis, through eBay. He literally sold me the shoe for like $220 on eBay right after they came out.
See, what's crazy? See, when I came out the outlet here, the line was regular, and we went in and we got them, and we got back out of line, and we went back in and got another one because the outlet thing it was like a rumor-ish, and then like it really wasn't confirmed until it happened in like another state. Mm-hmm. Like, and then it was like, wait a minute, what? And we at the time only had Anthem and we had Arizona Mills, and I think it only did Arizona Mills, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to Arizona Mills, and I was like, and it was like a bunch of like few cats like in Facebook groups who would know this type of stuff.
Right.
We went inside and like, you know, when in Arizona, you think like, well, hopefully they have 20. Nah, they hadn't plenty, and we just got back in line and
pulled up on the way to work. The line was wrapped around the building. I said, fuck no. Got back in my car and left. And I kept trying.
Chicago though, right?
Yeah, and they kept getting more. And so our first outlet was in the neighborhood on the south side, so like everybody would come. So then I kept getting more. So when I finally got into a store one day where it was no line, all they had was a 15. My dumb self thinking like, why didn't I buy this 15? It's going to be worth $1,000. I'm like, what I'm going to do with a clown shoe? I'm like, what I'm going to do with a 15? I'm like, I don't want that shoe. So,
see, but that was back in the day where like,
but luckily
they didn't have your size. You just went home.
You went home. But luckily I got somebody who was cool enough to give me the love price on eBay. So, and that don't happen no more. So.
I think a lot of people have done that at some point back in the day where like you went for your size and they're like, sorry, we only got a 12. And you're like, darn it. And you leave. And, you know, I think I did that, or George did that for DB3s. They had like it was like a 14. And he was like, nah, never mind. Like, you know, just left it. Home. Yeah. I think Simple had did that for like Black Red 6, infrared 6s. Like, it was a few things where he went like, nah, no thanks. That doesn't fit. And then left. Like, it took a while before you started like, oh, no, I'll take the 11. I'll take the 18, whatever you got, I'll take it. Because, like, you would try to trade it. You try to sell it. You try to do whatever with it. Now, I will say this about Chicago 1s. From what I remember, Chicago 1s weren't everyone's favorite in Jordan 1s when it came to, like, OG colorways. It was always Black Reds. Then I feel like Royals. And then maybe Black Toes. And then I think even maybe Shadows were a little bit above Chicago's, I think. I don't remember. But I feel like everybody has this like ridiculous love for Chicago's.
Chicago's aren't close. I mean, I don't.
They're not your in your.
I just love the one. I people who hate the one is weird to me because I'm like, it's where it started and it just looks so sleek. Like when you get a one, like you can dress a one up, you can dress a one down.
Yeah, but did you like them way back then?
Yes. The only time I didn't have a one that I slept on was like 94, like you said. But that I remember a kid coming to elementary school. He was an older kid with the 94s on, and me looking at him. And in 94, I'm like, I need the 10. I need the 11s. Like I'm not thinking like, oh, I want to get a retro.
People thinking about the new stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's another thing that happened back then. It's like you thought about new stuff.
Yeah.
It's like when you got really excited about what Jordan was at 33s. I'm like, you're the only human excited about it. Everyone's waiting on more ones to come out.
I'm not looking at a 33.
Yeah.
My earliest memory of the one though is I have an older brother. He's way older than me, and I remember in my garage, and I wish I would have had these. He wore a 13, bread ones. Just sit in a box in the corner of the garage. Like he had warm, kind of beat him up, just sitting there. And as I grew up, they got thrown away when we moved and just not thinking. I'm like, I wish even though I can't fit a 13, if I just had it to like, had them. Because I got my pops, he got some OG grapes with the Nike Air on them, and they're falling apart. But it's like just to have, and it's like a showpiece.
See, and a lot of people like go back and they got stories like that. Like Jordan 1s, man, the very first pair of Jordan 1s I got were was it For the Love of the Game pack? Whatever it was. They had the yellow one and black and yellow. And those are mids. Mm-hmm. Like
I got those still too. Because I didn't get the yellow ones, just the black ones.
Because we always viewed Jordan 1s as Chuck Taylors. They were like that to us back then. I didn't care. Like a Jordan 1, nobody cared about Jordan 1s, like from where I was. Now, there was nobody who cared about Jordan 1s. I can't think of one person I grew up with who was like, yo, the ones. Not one person. One, because all of us, obviously, we didn't get into Jordans. I didn't get into Jordans until the 6. So I really wasn't out there paying that much attention to it. Once I got the 6, then I was like, I got to get the 5. Well, this one dude got shot, so I was like, I need the 5. I need the 5s, and then I want the 4s, and I never had anything before that. You know what I mean? I got those eventually later on afterwards, but like it was never at any point. I couldn't even tell you if I remember a kid walking on campus with a 1.
So in the 2000s, you weren't really in the 1s?
Heck no.
I worked at Finish Line, and people were coming to get the 1s, but it was really because, like, I remember a classmate of mine had the Royals in 2001, and I remember I got these from Athlete's Foot, Forest City Mall, 2000. I actually paid extra because Athlete's Foot would, like, tax charge a little extra, give them to you a week early, and I'm like, I got these. And then I remember I didn't get that pack, though, until I think those came out when I was at college. And when I came back from college, I ordered them from, like, Flight Club or Riff LA or something. And, like, that's when I started collecting the 1s, would have been in the 2000s. But, like I said, I was early on the 1s. Like I said, I got the Beginning Moments pack with the bread ones. I got these from 2001. I got the For the Love. But I used to, so in Chicago, if you knew people at the store, especially the mom and pops, they split the pack. I would always split those packs. I'm like, I don't want the trash shoe. Right. So I'm like, I don't got the Bostons. I only got the black and red. So I've been early on the 1s. That's why I'm glad it's dying down now. You can actually get a 1 now. Like,
you what?
I need Bostons.
Well, that new green one coming out at the end of next year or whatever, I was like, they
I'm
just
Jets
put
fan,
green.
I need it.
But them joints is fire. Yeah, I guess. I guess. Like, man, is it jet green?
Yeah.
Jet green
because the other ones were
mids. Too.
I thought they were jet green. No, the one that came out with the what's it called? Pine green 1.0s.
Oh yeah.
I thought were Jets green. I got them like, well, they're Eagles green.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on them. I'm not buying a green Jordan 1. I'm okay.
So you in Chicago. See, it's a different environment out there. Like they've had a respect for Jordans since they came out. We were in LA, like we weren't really too sure about. I mean, honest with you, like I said, I told you a million times. Like I watched my first pair of Jordans was Jordan 6s, but the only reason why I wanted the Jordan 6 is like we put on the Lakers finals to watch the Lakers, and then it was like, who is this other man flying through the air? Like who is this? Yeah. And then it was like, my dad was like, oh, yeah, you got to get you the Jordans. So he got me the Jordans. And then, like, as we got older and, like, this was very heavy blood Crips era, when you realized, oh, shoot, like, you wearing something that man won't and he will take it, then you realize you had something a little bit special. Then I remember, I'm assuming he's alive. I don't know. He was a bad person. But like I said, the homie got shot for his 5s. And we were like, no joke, the first thing I said was what colorway he had. Because whatever color we had, I need them. I gotta get. If they shooting cats out here for them, I need them joints. And I went to a Christian school because my mom didn't want me going in the hood school. So we would put our Jordans in our backpack and put our old shoes on and hope that they didn't steal our backpacks. Walking by MacArthur Park and stuff like that. Anything that, like, garnered that, like, starter jackets. Like, you knew which teams you could wear and which teams you couldn't wear. Because you wore a Raiders one, someone's going to take that joint. Like, they need it. You either going to get shot for some gang stuff or they needed it. Certain other teams and stuff like that, Michigan, certain teams, Cowboy jackets in Oxnard, certain areas, you get dusted or you're going to get it taken. But guess what? I need that joint. If they want that joint that bad, they're going to rip it off my body. I need that one. Like, there was only a select few that could get away with it. And but that's just there, and that's what it was. Like, but it took that time, man. So, anyway, appreciate you coming on the podcast, man.
No problem.
Pickups, man. You got anything lately been buying? Anything you copped?
The last cop, I'm not gonna lie, December has been good to me. I told you, I won the Lost and Founds for Atmos. I actually had 3 sneakers out running, hit on the Armand Air 4s.
You got in hand yet?
They came in the mail. They are beautiful.
Now hold on, let me tell you something.
The 3 is still.
I said it from the very beginning that I'm in your 4s are fire. Everyone laughed at me.
The 3 is still the best though. At 3.
Now hold on.
I said it from the very beginning. No.
I saw them joints the other day in person. Them joints is fire. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I said that months ago.
I'm not good. Now I found
laughed out the room.
I found a pair in my size for about $430. I was this close. All right. I'm not gonna lie to you. It took me seeing him in person. I'm not a huge Jordan 4 person. But I'm definitely not a huge Jordan 3 person either. I prefer a 4 over a 3. I didn't think that they were gonna be the color of it. Some purple, brown. I don't know what that is.
It's like a purplish gray. Yeah, that's what I kind of like about it. It's like a gray, but it reminds me of the 3. But I think the 3 was executed way better with the white and stuff.
It needs white on it. Like that was my thing. I need something like a little bit something else. I don't know what it is, but them joints is nice though.
I'm not gonna lie. I think they do some of the best collaborations. When you look at the quality that they put into it and the different things that they do, that's what actually drew me to it. And I'm like, I thought I would like it. And it's just plush. Like, that's like, you don't get that.
See, when it comes to like those collaborations, we talked about it on here before. Like, I want to know the rules and the process. Like, when I'm a Meunier, they've had a 1, a 3, a 2, and a 4 right now. Whatever you like them or not, the quality on those are insane. Now, I don't know if, like, when a Jordan Brand or a Nike approaches you and says, like, hey, you can do this, but, hey, if you want a okay quality, you pay this much. If you want, like, because whatever it is, they're paying the master premium or taking less of a cut for whatever they're doing. Even the 1s. I don't care for the 1s. The 2s are cool. I like the 2s better than the 1s, to be honest with you. I'm okay with the 2s. But the quality on them joints are insane. I can't say that for a lot of other collaborations where I thought, like, boy, they really put their all into it. Union 1s are cool. I even think the Alma Meunier quality is better than Off-White quality. Like, to me, like, it's way better. Mm-hmm. Now, they may be more cooler wearable, I guess. I don't know.
Off-White or Union?
Off-White stuff. Off-White stuff, to me,
I think what messes with the quality is that he scaled back a lot of stuff to do the minimalism stuff on there, and that's what kind of messes with it. Because I know you were talking about on one episode the quality of the toe box, and the toe box is a little flimsy on the Off-White ones. That's why I haven't worn, because I feel like if I wear these somewhere, I gotta wear them somewhere where I'm not. I've seen some tore up toe boxes on those Off-White ones. So, and
I thought the quality on the Chicago ones was dramatically better than the UNC one.
You said those are trash.
I couldn't believe how bad they were. Like, I would have maybe considered keeping them if they weren't that bad. Like, I was like, man, I've seen the Chicago before. They were nice. Like, these ones plastic. Like, it just didn't feel right. But them I'm married for them joints cool. What else you got?
Got lucky on the shock drop and got the Cherry 11s.
Fire.
11 head. I love them. I actually remember, wasn't it Rip Hamilton who had those like back in the 2000s?
Probably.
He was an NBA player. I wanted them so bad, I was going to buy the cleats, take the cleat bottom off, and purchase like those Jordan Futures. They have the 11 bottom and do that. Because I've done that with some Jordan 4s. I have a red pair and a blue pair that were cleats that I turned into shoes. So I was going to send them to my guy in Cali and like have them do it. I'm so good because the cleats are like $400. So when the cherries come out, I'm like, I can't do that no more.
Man,
so,
you really out here, boy.
I'm bad. That's why I say.
Man, it's taking off cleat bottoms and making them. Like, you really out here.
So one of the things that made me start doing that was when resale went crazy, I'm like, I don't want to pay a reseller like $400 for a shoe that everybody has. I just make something up that like nobody else has. I would rather spend $300, $400, $500 and do that than to do that. So I kind of got into my custom bag and started doing that. And so I got like 2 or 3 of those. Like I said, those 1s and then 2 4s. But yeah, and then I think the only other thing I got was the time machines. I know you said that you were like the size, and they do fit a little snug, but I feel like all LeBrons fit snug. But those were so dope. I had that colorway. It was calling me. And so other than that, I want the tools. I don't know how lucky I'll get, but my only focus now is trying to get both my kids the Cherry 11s because they both have already put that and told me, Dad, we need those. So I'm going to be working 3 apps when they come out. Like,
I think I'm going to buy these 11s. And you know how I feel about 11s.
I thought you did get them.
They're a Christmas present for somebody else.
Oh, got it.
But I knew I liked them when the pictures first came out. And I was like, but, you know, there are certain 11s when you know ahead of time what's coming out. You'd be like, I need them. And you're like, never mind when the time comes. I still want them. I don't want to pay for them because I know I'm not going to wear them that much. But them joints is really nice.
You'll wear them maybe twice.
I'll wear them maybe twice. I'll force myself once and then at some point, like at soccer or something. I don't know.
The benefit of the doubt.
But I'm going to tell you, them joints is nice. Now, the LeBron time machine, only reason why I haven't took them back is because I love the colorway that much. But I can't wear it. There is no way I could wear that shoe. It's way too little for me. I couldn't.
It's too tight?
It is way too tight. It is uncomfortable tight, like toes like this. And I'm like, dang, like maybe I could wear them for like a few. I can't. Like I seriously was like, well, I got some that are a little snug that I cannot wear these whatsoever. So that's why I'm like, man, you know, if I could switch them up for a 10, then maybe I would. But I like the black colorway too, like in those joints. Yeah. When I went to New York, so, you know, I didn't even say this. So when we went to New York, was tight at the Nike. Nike had this gigantic basketball court that was like electronic, and they had all the LeBron 20s lined up, and you just go up and say your size. You put a pair of LeBron 20s on, and you get to do the interactive like you run to the spot, take a jumper, run here, take a jumper, take a bounce pass. And I was like, boy, if you want to try to sell some sneakers, you do it. Because there was some kids lined up, and I'm like, oh, yeah. How could you, like, not want to buy a pair if you stand in line, and it's just you in there, and they're recording you, and you're in this cage, and everybody in the store can watch you, and it's like, go shoot a 3, and you take a shoot a 3. Get the rebound, and your scores of everybody who tries it is all in the store, so you can see everybody score. I'm like, well, that's a good way to sell something. They had all the LeBron 20s lined up. That was tight. Neat. But I definitely want a pair of LeBron 20s. One, I said I'd always buy a pair of LeBrons until forever. I just appreciate the little promise school he got and stuff like that. I'm like, if there's anybody who's actually doing stuff and does stuff, it's LeBron. You know what I mean? So I could give him my 200, you know, but whatever.
Some of those was boots. I haven't bought LeBrons in years, and I'm like, nah. But these new low ones was fine. They kind of remind me of Kobe's. Like, they give you a Kobe feel.
Yeah, and see, that's why I bought the 7s and a lot of the retros. I was like, okay, maybe I won't buy the new one, but I'll buy a LeBron every single year because I do support things like, I mean, he's doing some really good things. You know what I mean? He's just a really great guy, you know.
I want to get my son the black ones you were talking about because that's his team color. But guess what? I got to get men's. I don't want to pay $200 for a basketball shoe from the man.
That's what I'm dreading because in the kid size right now, my son. I mean, I bought him Lost and Founds for Christmas. Them joints was 140, and I'm like, fam, 140 for a 4, a size 4Y. Like that's insane. But it is what it is because it is what it is, man. So that's all you got lately.
That's it. I'm cooked to next year. I think the next thing I probably want is the 3s. I mean, I want the 2s. I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but definitely the 3s. The Chicago. I mean, not Chicago. The White and Cements. I gotta at least put my shot out there for that.
I look awful in 3s. Love the way they look at hand. Love the way they look on everybody else.
They look on feet.
I look awful in 3s on foot, but I'm getting them now. I'm getting those. Like, and from now on, I'm getting them. Like, I've had black cements, the white cements. I've had them all. Like, I've legit almost had every single 3 you could think of besides, like, obviously some of the rare ones. And I'm like, well, I do trade it, give it away, give it away. But to me, as a collector, if you want to say that, I should have a pair of black cements or white cements in my closet, regardless if I wear them. I got a lot of other foolishness in my closet I never wear. But those, I'm like, no thanks. Only 3 I got in my closet right now are chlorophylls and
I bought those
fire
beaters. I bought the chlorophyll for beaters and just beat them with just one.
Yeah, the only 2 I have are chlorophylls and black cements.
I got them on sale.
Oh, and I'm in yours.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You were I'm in yours yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You had them, didn't you? Or you never ordered them?
I never bought them. I kept, you know, and I don't know what it is about that because when Andy and Rico and George had them, at that time they were still a decent price. I could get my size for like 4 something. So I thought, I'll wait. Now they're like $700-800 in my size, and I'm not paying that.
Somebody on Twitter said a used pair was like $400.
How used?
I don't know. They would describe. They said this is what it's come to. I'm considering buying a used pair for like $400.
You know what's funny? I was driving over here and I listened to my homies on We're Just the Messengers podcast, and they were talking about shopping on eBay and stuff like that. And like shoe cleaners and like techniques of cleaning shoes and like places that clean your shoes have gotten so good at it that like buying a beat pair ain't that bad anymore. That's all I do. You know what I mean? Like,
well, usually I haven't bought sneakers like in months, but like that's normally what I do. You eBay, you just put the shoe in, your size, sort by lowest.
Because a really clean beater nowadays is almost sort of the style. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't like walking around with pristine DS on anymore. It seems kind of crazy sometimes.
That's what make me feel like popularized the ones a lot was because ones are a shoe that actually the more you wear them and you wear them in, they look better.
That should be a top 10.
What?
Best shoes
worn?
Best beater shoes.
Dunks are up there too with that. Mm-hmm. That's why I like Dunks, like because, you know, a Dunk and a Jordan 1, same thing, yeah. You know what I mean? Literally. It's the same thing, but like you don't feel a certain way. Like I haven't wore the Fire Red 3s yet. And I want to give 3s another shot, even though I know how awful I look at them. But for some reason, like, I can't get myself to, like, immediately, like, the Lost and Founds. I put them joints on immediately. Other ones, I can't get myself to do it. Like, I can't get myself to throw on a 4 immediately or a 5 or anything else I got. Even an Air Max. Like, I don't get an Air Max and, like, immediately put it on. I don't know why. Only Dunks and 1s, I'll do that, you know? And actually, I won't even say about 1s. I haven't worn my taxis yet. I haven't worn any of those ones I call the disrespect pack yet. Mm-hmm. I haven't worn. I got about 9-10 DS pair of Dunks, UNLVs, Michigans, Iowas. Oh, I bought ASU ones the other day. That was like, well, I went to ASU, so I got to buy ASU colorway ones. And they were sitting on Nike, so I bought them. Doubt it. Don't know. I got ASU Ultra Boost. ASU was an Adidas school, so I'm like, what am I going to these Nikes for? But it is what it is. Rico, you say you got nothing?
Just these.
Nothing. Salehis.
You got to find somewhere to wear them. That's
I'm going to wear. What, Salehis?
No, I mean, he was saying when he unds.
You're right. I mean, I wore my Clivers today. Like, blues. I was like, man, I got to wear a Christmas shoe today. Like, I got to wear the Clivers. Them the right size, right? Oh, okay.
How you rank the color on those? Because I know those are popular right now, the Salehis.
How do I rank them? What do you mean?
Like, what's the color? Is that one of the better colors?
I don't know. That's nice. It's nice enough to where I wanted them.
See, people,
my brain's not working. Yeah, no, they're nice. I would still put like, I mean, white's the best one. They get super dirty though. That's the problem. Yeah,
no way.
That's what the first thing I thought of. Like those are gonna be filthy.
Nah,
that's the best one. Yes,
the white one.
Yes.
Nah, them is for registered nurses.
I was just thinking that like you're gonna look like a.
It makes plenty of sense.
No, it doesn't.
White Crocs are for registered nurses, milkmen, and ice cream drivers.
Nope.
The best colorway in those is the Kawada colorway. That's what it's called. Kawada.
What is it?
It's like pinkish, beiges,
pinkish orange,
whatever. It's the best one.
This one's pretty good though.
Look, I'm not a Croc person. Okay, I have like this like Achilles heel issue that I've always had. I wore them joints around for like a few hours. I haven't had it since. I'm not even joking. Had it one time. I was running around the house like back. Dunking on the door, jams and stuff like that. My wife was like, "Man, you better chill out."
Rocio in the hallway.
I choose like, "You better chill out." I said, "Rocio, I'm not even joking. Like, I'm not trying to make an advertiser for. I'm not trying to like exaggerate. I wore those joints for a few hours. I haven't had that pain in my heel and my Achilles since. I don't know what it is."
About to get a Croc sponsorship. They out here healing people.
Fam, they doing something.
They're orthopedic.
You got to wear your pivot socks with the Crocs. That's how you heal yourself.
Now I will tell you this. When I went to the doctor and stuff for that issue, they kept saying, like, you're going to have to chill with this certain sneakers that much often. And I wear dress shoes every day to work. And they're like, you're going to have to, like, put on some of that, like, something like that every once in a while. So I think maybe listening to them, it finally did it.
Insole?
Yeah, they're like, you're going to have to buy some special insoles, or you're going to have to, like, take a look at, like, Hokas and all them like special. I'm like, no, thank you.
Hokas are good.
Fam, I'm not trading my Hokas in for no dunk. I got Jordans and stuff. I ain't doing that. Good. Them joints are gigantic, though. Them joints are specifically for running. They're about this big.
They're not for running. They're more for walking than they are for running.
Well, I'm a runner. What come out this week, Rico? You want to do releases from me?
Yeah, I'll do releases. And I'm going on DeGrom out.
I know you said, Kev, you ain't looking for nothing, but
R.I.P.
Once release stuff starts stopping out, maybe.
I like those Cardinals, but I actually got a pair of Cardinals from like the last release that are actually still. I mean, until they crumble on me.
Cardinal what?
Cardinal sevens?
Yeah, that's coming. Oh, those look fire. And I want a second pair, but I'm like, I've been buying too much stuff lately.
Wait. Second pair? Like, is your pair fine?
Yeah. I mean, well, the last time I wore them, like about 5 or 6 years ago, they were fine. And when I took them out the box and looked at them, they look fine. But when you put them on, you never know.
You never know.
Cardinal sevens are an absolute need.
Yeah.
Problem with Cardinal sevens, them joints are expensive. They're $210.
I hope people sleep on them and then like they don't sell out and then maybe they sit around.
Why do all these things look like little boxes?
They're gonna sleep on Cardinal sevens.
I hope.
I don't know. Maybe it's in here because are you connected to the Wi-Fi?
I'm not. What's the Wi-Fi password?
Shoot, I don't even remember, man.
Oh shit. Let me see.
I feel like there's a weird buzz in the mic.
If I can connect. Well, I was just making noises, so I don't know if that's what it was.
I was looking at release dates too, and what I couldn't figure out, why are they bringing out? I'm not mad at them. I mean, I like the shoe. I bought me and my son a pair, and my daughter a pair. But the Kobe Question, the yellow toes, it was like 2 years ago when they just came out.
Wait, they coming out those again?
Like December 8th or
something. But aren't they trying to say they're like nuggets though?
No, these are like yellow toe. Like I don't. Think
but I think they're trying to say like when he played for the different nuggets.
Blue toe was the ones. The light blue was the nuggets. That's what I thought.
Maybe then.
I saw it online.
You have a voucher code?
Here, you want to look mine?
That's what it says. Yeah.
A voucher code for what?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, that's something else. That's the wrong. You connected to the wrong Wi-Fi.
Oh, and you couldn't even get those for retail. I had to buy mine like on the aftermarket, and then I'm like, and now they're under retail, and they finna release them again. I don't know what Reebok is thinking.
Reebok don't care about themselves, so I can't care about them. And I love Reebok, man. I love Irisons and stuff like that, but
they question us to death.
Lord have mercy.
December 5th. That's today. That's tomorrow. That's today. Campus 80s. Burgundy, gray, and navy.
Oh, you talking about Adidas?
Yeah.
Man, them joints too expensive.
They're actually kind of nice, but I think campuses are for girls. New Balance 650 high, white and green.
I think 650s look better than 550s. To tell you the truth, though.
They're
gigantic boots, but they all right.
They need to retro the 740s if they keep bringing back the 650s. It doesn't make any sense.
No, never.
Penny One All-Star.
You buying any Penny Ones?
So, yes. I got the regular ones, but it was a hunt. I had to go to Success in Chicago, and my boy Vale looked out for me. But after many attempts online, and then I got my son an 8 from the same store. But I just don't understand why they released those the same way they kind of did those Griffies like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Like in small numbers. That's a shoe you're supposed to drop a lot of because everybody wants them for nostalgia. And like they purposely made them where like nobody could get them.
That's a good comparison because when them Griffies that came back out, I thought like, what's
the Griffey? I forgot Griffies came back out until he just said
and them joints were like sold out on everything. You couldn't find. I was like, wait a minute. I thought these were just coming out, you know.
My old pair was an 11, so I wanted to get because I've been buying more 11.5s now, and so I was in that sneaker thing of like trying to. I don't want them to crease back in the day, so I'm getting them exactly. Like, now I'm like my feet are older. I need that extra half a size. I'm like I'm finna get a new pair. Couldn't get them, and I was refused to pay $400 for a pair of Griffies. I'm like no way.
Oh yeah, and everybody out here too, like we're having a hard time getting the pennies. Like my friend and I was like, really? Like I just didn't think that they were gonna be that hard. Like you know. But like that penny colorway, I forgot that was All-Star, all black. Yeah. I forgot that was the All-Star release. But like I said, man, when it comes to me, all penny models, especially 1s and 2s, if they're not the original Orlando colorways or the all black, all white, I don't need them. Like the next one was cool.
I still got that one. That was fire. Though.
There was a few other ones that was all right, but like pennies belong in Orlando colors to me.
I actually like Penny 4s. Y'all give Penny 4s a hard time.
I like Penny 4s too.
Is that the one that had the strap up top?
Yeah.
It was okay. Though. But they like LeBron too.
So this is why I say the worst penny of all is that 3 with that little wave / foam pop.
Yeah, that was the worst one.
That is terrible. That's the only one I don't own. But I like the 1s. I like the 2s. Of course, the foam pop.
I think it may have been a little better than 4s though.
I like 4s better than 2s.
I can't do the 3.
Wait, what? 4s better than 2s?
Yeah.
No, 2s or 3s?
2s.
No, not better than.
We're talking about penny 2s.
I know.
The 1 and the 2 is the best penny. I'm not even gonna lie. I like those better than foam posits. I love a foam posit, but that 1 and that 2 was way more iconic, and that's when Penny did the most damage in those 1s and 2s. Like if you remember him dunking, crossing people back in the day, like. And I remember everybody wasn't on pennies. I remember coming to school with the Atlantic penny 1s, and everybody like in the neighborhood like, what is that? Like, where you get those from? Nobody knew what they were.
There were only a select few that had pennies on, and there were only a select few who really paid attention to penny like that. Like there were some that really tried to like put penny above Jordan because they just want to be contrary, like just because. But I mean, penny 1s and penny 2s and Iversons, like I said. Man, I don't know. I can't think of another shoe during that time growing up that, like, on the school playgrounds, on the streets, made that much noise, boy. Penny 1s, Jordans was Jordans, but penny 1s, penny 2s, and Iversons, oh, my God. Like, them was must-haves. Like, must-haves do anything to get back in the
day. New Balance 9060, Ivory and Truffle. Those are the white and the brown ones.
I don't even know what that is.
The 96, that's the outside voices.
Oh.
Suck.
If it ain't Salehi's, I ain't true.
They're awful. Women's 97, Air Max 97, Hangul Day.
Those are fire. They're on the sneakers app. The only reason why I like those is because they painted the bubble on the 97. You don't see that often. Neat. Yeah. I like that. I kind of like that. The rest of the shoe, I don't know. But it's like a Korean thing or something.
Another 650, white and gray.
Nope.
Okay. Mischief Gobstomper. That's what it says.
I know what it is. It's that one that's like
that one.
Isn't that like supposed to be like Jimmy Fallon's shoe or something? And like the colorway, like it's like a Gobstopper, like the layers. So like you can like rub it off or do something, and it's like layers of colors under it or something like that. It's something like that.
When I first said Gobstopper, I thought it was gonna be like one of those big boot looking shoes, like with the waves that they came out with.
The Mischief, yeah. That's usually what they do. At least this one has a flat sole.
I haven't seen the shoe that they make that I'm.
He wanted those.
Them was fire. They were different.
If you ain't wearing your Jordans, you ain't gonna wear those. Oh wait, what's the status on the Balenciagas? I gotta know that.
Which ones?
Oh, you mean the Balmains?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh no, they just in the closet. I didn't wear them.
Of course not.
I couldn't believe that. I'm like,
I couldn't wear them yet. It was too much work in New York. I didn't put them in pack them. Them joints weigh about 15 pounds. I ain't paying that extra cost.
I don't know what you expected.
So I had no room for them joints.
Air Zoom 95, black Valerian blue.
Yeah, I saw those. I think we a bit zoomed out. I like the original colorways.
If they're not in the original colorways and Jason Kids, nope, thank you.
Nocta Drake, Air Force One Low, certified lover boy.
If I had to get my hands on a pair of all-white Air Force Ones and I got those, fine. Like, but I just don't understand, like, Drake being the biggest artist in the world and his stuff. I mean, come on, man. All-white Air Force One? Like, you're Drake. Like, you can't get a little flair on it? Like,
but it's hearts instead of stars, B.
But you know what I think the catch with that is that if he does too much, everybody will say it's too much. Like those Khaled's, I really only like the Sail colorway. Those other colorways were like kind of crazy. So I feel like if Drake did like crazy colorways, it would be like he would get criticized for that. So it's kind of like true to fashion, like the OVOs, like the 12s and the 10s, he did white and black. So I like them. My son is asking for them.
For the Air Force One?
Yeah, for the Drake. And I'm like...
I mean, you can't not like them. It's the white Air Force One. Like, you know what I mean?
They
like,
remind me of the John Elliott Air Force Ones. I got a pair of those a few years ago. I like the way they had the laser check on them and stuff like that. So
it's just that, like, you hear Drake got a collab coming out. I just expect more than what all white Air Force One. You know what I mean? And, like, you know what? The DJ Khaled's, if Drake would have used 5s, it would have made more sense to me. I look at Khaled Miami summer silk shirts. I'm not wearing a Jordan 5 in Miami. It just never made sense. Now, a Jordan 1 low with some Miami colors to it, oh, that'd be fire. Because, like, I just thinking of, like, the beach and chilling out and cooling out. I ain't cooling out in 5s. Not me. All right. What else you got?
Women's Dunk Low, Terry Swoosh.
Them is fire, but I'm all dunked out.
Yep. Air Max Scorpion. There's a black one, and I think... Oh, no. It's just triple black.
It's just triple black.
Yeah.
You like Scorpions?
I mean, the technology, this is the thing I love about Nike, right? They come with some technology. But Balmain, Nike, Balenciaga, any of those big bulky boot looking shoes, I refuse to wear.
See, these aren't that bulky in person when you see them.
Oh, okay.
They're really slim. Now the sole does got like some thick air bubbles on the bottom or whatnot. I saw them in Kith. What's amazing about these is that, like, one thing with sneakerheads is when they see something new, they want to give it a shot. I've never seen a human wear these. Ever. I've never seen anybody wear these one time. Them joints are already 50% off on a lot of sites for Cyber Monday and Black Friday. Shout out to the homie James. He sent me a pair. They were $149 on sites. They went from $250 to $149. That's a big jump. That means that ain't nobody checking for these if places are giving 50% off on those. Them joints is $250 retail, way too expensive. That's one, two. Like I said, I think people gave Vapor Max a shot, like, yo, Vapor Max, and then they're like, oh, we ain't falling for that again. We ain't falling for that again. You'll probably never see another Scorpion sole like that ever again.
You even mentioned before, retail is keeping the price going up. Is keeping people from buying a lot of stuff. Like, it's like the price is just getting way
100%. But what's even funnier is that, like, he sent me. They're retail $250. He sent me them on sale for $149. Even at $149, nobody was buying them. I was like, oh shoot, then I'll wait for them joints to get to $99.
To $80. Yep.
Yeah, like I'll just keep waiting because like even that, no one moved.
Air Max 187, Burgundy Crush. Air Max 1 OG. It's the burgundy one. It's all burgundy. Women's Air Zoom Vomero Oatmeal. I actually need.
Oh, that model is fine, but that's a women's model. You can't fit that.
Oh, I need it.
Don't you already have that?
11.5. No.
Oh, the Sissy ones?
What?
Does Sissy have a model in that? A collab? Oh, okay.
Maybe. They might. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm trying to get to good stuff. Pokemon Pumas.
I mean, maybe my kids, I guess.
I need Cherry 11s.
Yeah, I want Cherry 11s.
I need an 8.5 in men's and a 5.5 in kids.
Move the mic a little bit closer.
An 8.5 in men's and a 5.5 in kids is what I'm looking for. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
Bad Bunny Forum Low White. Nah. I mean, I need it. I'm Rican. I have to.
Yes, you Puerto Rican. You got no choice.
Yes, correct.
Not that colorway.
It's just white. It's fine. It's like a white Air Force One. It's the same.
But
they're fine.
If you're gonna pick one,
are you gonna wear them?
I'll wear them. Okay. I'll wear anything. I don't care.
That's not true.
What do you mean that's not true?
You got a lot of stuff you don't wear. A lot of stuff.
Like what?
I will say you do switch it up quite often, but new things you don't just throw on that quick.
I throw on stuff.
You'll probably throw them in 2024? You'll probably throw them on.
I would wear a Forum.
Do y'all throw stuff on? Like if you just going out the house to run errands for the day?
No.
I have to, or I won't.
That's my problem. It's like I only wear shoes. I unds a lot of stuff when I go on vacation because I don't wear. I hate
vacation. Yes.
I hate to go to go to the grocery store and like I'm in there like all dressed up with like fresh shoes on. Like
see, it
just feels weird.
It does. It just feels unnecessary. But like, I won't if I don't. Like, I legit won't if I don't. I wore the Lost and Founds because I took my daughter to urgent care because she wasn't feeling well. I put them on to do that. You know what I mean? And then I came here and did the podcast later.
Nurse was like, damn.
You know what I mean?
Freshest person in urgent care.
You right. Everybody choking and coughing, and I'm in there suited and booted. I'm like, I'm looking at them, too. I'm sitting in the waiting room like this, like, ooh, these joints is crazy. Like, I'm admiring them, though. What else? That's it?
Bodega 9060. Age of Discovery. Those are actually nice.
I'm not mad at them. Bodega does pretty good collaborations.
And then is the 13th next week?
Yeah, it's not for a while.
Yeah.
That's it?
I think so.
Nike is suing Kai, fam. Finally. Did you really say finally?
Yeah, I said finally.
I'm not surprised. When they sued
nobody was surprised.
John Geiger and what was the other one they sued?
Lotus.
Yeah, the one Lotus. I feel like that was kind of a shot to let people know like we coming for you. And they kept making it and kept going.
They doubled down. Yeah, and tripled down. And quadrupled down.
And they look very like they're like the guy and
So since you from Chicago,
yes,
you were Jordan 1 guy. Did you feel a certain way about Kai's or Key, whatever his name is, at all at any point when they first started coming out? Did you feel like these are fake, disrespectful, this is stupid, or anything?
It looks like the shoes you get off the DH Gate website or whatever, like where they have no Nike check and no Jordan. I mean, like I'm not hating because he's making money and doing what it is, but aren't the retail on those shoes like $300?
They're high.
So I don't want to pay $300 for a real Jordan on resale. Why would I pay $300 for a shoe with a lightning bolt on it?
Yeah.
I don't own a pair. I will never own a pair.
I can't pay real money for fake stuff.
I'm not paying money for that. Like, it's no way I would buy that. But to each his own. Like, that's his thing. I wish I could make a shoe and like they sell out and I make a lot of money and do all that stuff. But
you can.
I wish it was that easy. But that's what I was gonna say. The guy in Cali, y'all have talked about him before. I can't think of his name right now. Like FB, yeah, Devin. That's the thing. Like when he made his soles, he switched it up. Like it kind of looks like it. You gotta switch it up, or they're gonna come for you. It's like no questions about it.
Yeah. Kai's another one where like. Because he has apparel, right? Isn't like the support black colleges? Isn't that him?
I think he's the one that started support black colleges. Yeah, there's other people that. And I think
that stuff is dope, and it looks really good quality. Because I've seen Yuri.
I've seen a lot of people
some of
his
stuff, and like it looks good. Like I feel the same. I mean, I don't feel the same way about Warren Lotus because I've seen his stuff, and I think it's like kind of cheap quality, and it's not necessarily my taste, but like it's like you can do other stuff. Like why are you making like bootlegged Jordan 1s? Like what is the point?
But is the hype from the shoe is what drives the clothes? Like people go to because would you buy the clothes if he wasn't popular for the shoes?
I would buy the clothes. I mean, I wouldn't buy the shoes at all. I would buy a support black colleges hoodie. Like I would.
It's the Kai thing is so weird. Like because it's honest. I mean, About Time. You said like About Time they sued him. And you do kind of feel that way because it got to the point, like I've had 3 feelings about Kai. And like the one before how I feel now was people were like, man, this is crazy. And I'm like, you know what? If Nike don't care, why should I care? Mm-hmm. Like that's their stuff. They ain't suing them. Like they weren't doing anything so long. So I'm like, what do I care for?
Yeah.
The one thing I will say like about like how everybody's acting about it is it's baffling to me. Like, now don't get me wrong. We're all sneakerheads. And yeah, we have this like, feel like we got this relationship with the brands and stuff. But Nike don't know nothing about us and they don't know that we exist and they don't care. So like at the same time, I'm not like, there are some people that I'm legit surprised at what they're saying in the comments and how they're acting and reposting and like, yeah, finally get them. And I'm like, what do you care? Like,
well, no. That's not what I meant.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about other people.
I understand that. But like when I say like About Time, it's not like, yeah, go Nike, go get them. You know, it's just like.
It did take a really long time.
It's you can do. I guess it's to the point you said, where it's like, would people care about support black colleges or any of his other like work if he didn't make these? You've been making these for years. Like now you can do other stuff. Like you could have just cashed out and did other stuff, and you will still have people support you because they know that you can do good stuff. Like they know that you can make good product, and so they will buy it even if it's not a Harry Potter Jordan 1. Like it doesn't have to be that anymore. So why is it still, you know what I mean?
Like,
and he also, something that he said that bothered me was
an idea. He gonna put a broom instead of the Nike check on it.
I mean, maybe
there's companies. There are so many other ones out there making Jordan 1s and stuff too. Like it ain't just him.
It's not just him. That's why like Omi in a Hellcat.
Oh yeah,
he's like
being sued too. With
he's being sued too. But he was like, "You're not the only person who can make these." And he went and he made them, and I was like,
because they hate each other.
So the wildest thing, I thought him and Kai, they're not together.
No, they don't like each other. They
were,
beefing.
And they had there was an issue like with one of the warehouses, and so
no. So what happened was, I don't know their relationship, but they had got into this crazy wild beef on social media, and it was like, I don't know how it got started, but Omi and the Hellcat or whatever his name is, to prove a point to Kai, started making them. Mm-hmm. He was like,
the same shoe?
Yeah.
Basically, with a lightning bolt. Because he was like, well, I could do it too. So they both just started doing this. Like, it was like this beef battle thing.
So I didn't know they were together. I know about Army with a Hellcat from like social media. You know, he got sued.
I had never heard of him until the Kais.
So, because I wrote it down so I could be sure. So a couple years ago, he was arrested. He was indicted for conspiracy to commit copyright infringement, tax evasion, and fraud because he had like a multi-million-dollar like broadcasting. Supposedly they were like hacking or doing something with like cable and stuff like that. So I'm like, I was thinking in my head, why is this dude already under indictment? Why are you doing shoes? And one of my homies had recently mentioned, like, he was telling me about the Kais. I'm like, I know who Kai is, but I'm like, I didn't know Ami had anything to do with that. And so apparently, like you just said now, they were together and he split off. But I'm like, you with a dude who's already under the investigation, like, he used to lawsuits.
He was doing something with, like,
cable or something.
Jailbroken cable things that you can buy or something.
Sticks.
Like some fire stick type. I think. I don't know. And like I said, I don't know if him and Kai were ever together. I only heard of Omi through them like beefing. Like they were just beefing crazy on like social media. And then Omi was like, forget this. I'm going to make my own sneakers too. So then he started doing them and he started making like dunk versions too. Like he had like chunky dunkies and all this type of stuff. Now look, when we first started talking about this, obviously the debate was whether or not these are considered fakes or knockoffs or if it's just like customs or whatnot. It is what it is. My beef always from the very first day when it came down to Kai was like, he's selling us something that looks like something else, and he's using that money to go buy Louis and Gucci and real Jordan 1s and stuff like that. I always said that. It's like, I'm giving you money to buy something that look like what you're using the real money to go buy the real versions of. I always thought that was whack. You know what I mean? Now, as time has gone on, you know what? And I'm talking about me here. Now, I'm thinking everybody as well, but I'm talking about me here. And honestly, when it comes down to Kai, I'm just low-key hating, to be honest with you. Like, and when I say I'm low-key hating, it's like, if we all knew it was that easy, because let me tell you something.
We all should have done it.
It looks like Kai is living it up. All right. Diamonds, Kith BMWs, warehouses, factories. Like, he has legit made some money doing this. Like, every once in a while, he'll just be like, hey, I'm buying 5 MacBooks for anybody who messages me. And he'll send them back, and cats would be like, he's legit making money out here. He's living life to the fullest. So that's why in my mind, it's like, yes, this is, okay, wow, like, you just made a Jordan 1. But in my mind, it's also like, dang, man, like, that man just made a replica-looking Jordan 1, and he out here got on diamonds and Kith BMWs and his own factories and warehouses. So I'm like, it's like low-key. It's like when the homie pull up in like a brand new Escalade, and you say, man, gas is a lot of money out here. It's a form of hating. It is. You know what I mean? And, a lot of us and a lot of everybody is just low-key kind of hating on him. Now, does Kai goofy? Kai is a goofy person sometimes when it comes to social media. A lot of these people who design and make their own stuff on social media, personality-wise, I just don't jive with them a lot. It's just a bit much. 2Js with Urban Necessities. Me and him were okay, and the reason why we got into it was because he had put up a post of 2, like, Audemars watches or something. Like, these are like $30,000 watches or whatever. It was like a gold one and like a black one, and he put on social media, which one should I buy? And I messed him, fam. Buy your watch and shut up. Like, because you just reselling sneakers and man, that's fine that you could do that. But fam, you don't gotta do all that. Like, that's motivation. Fam, buy your $30,000 watch. I get every once in a while you want to post your whip and show off. I ain't mad at you. But asking us, the people who buy these $500 sneakers from your store, which $30,000 watch you should buy, is nasty work to me. All right, it just is to me. Kai, look, you ain't gonna beat Nike. They're gonna work out. It just is what it is. If he's smart, talk to them, figure out what they want, what you want to do, how you can alter your shoe to change it a little bit to follow the rules, and get out this mess. Being tough guy on social media, like, yo, you're trying to come after me, but I'm gonna get you back. And my lawyers.
Someone put in the thread on Instagram, because one of his stories was like comparing like his own colorways to Nike colorways like that have come out. It's like, you can't tell me they're not stealing my work. And it's like, my man, you made like a green and orange Miami Hurricane colorway thing. You think Nike hasn't thought to make a Miami Hurricane colorway thing? Or like a UNC colorway thing?
I will say they came back quick, though. I like the little video that he did with like the dribbling the ball with the band thing. That was
cool. That was a little fly, little video. That was fine. Look,
but it could be poking the bear, too, because Nike might be like, oh, okay, that's how you want to play?
That's why, like, a lot of stuff he's saying on social media right now, I'm taking with a grain of salt, because I'm like, you're still talking too much, and it's like, but they're gonna use this stuff against you, man. Like, don't be on here talking about like that same day, like I'm a multi-million-dollar company, and they trying to come after the little man. Once you use the word multi-million-dollar, you ain't no little man no more. You're not the little man no more.
Tax man listening now,
and yeah, everybody listening now. And I don't care how much money you make or how cool you think you are or what support you got. Man, somebody can always come out here and crush you and slap you in half. And the worst thing, now, I don't know Kai. I don't know his business. I don't know his lawyers. I don't know his account. I don't know his business ethics. I don't know his heart. I know nothing about him. But right now, they're looking at Kai sneakers. Don't have them looking into other stuff in your life, man, because they will. Like, I know this, okay? They will say, I was just looking at these little flimsy sneakers, but he also got 2 warehouses, and he also got 4 homes, and he buys diamond.
Giving away MacBooks.
Giving away Mac. Let's come back here. Let's go check his taxes. Let's go. Hey, he may be up to date on his taxes. He may be good. I don't know. I'm just saying, don't draw any attention to your stuff. I get that letter from Nike saying they want us to. Hey, man, look what y'all want to do. I'm just trying to make a living out here, fam. What do you need me to do to where you're okay with me, where I can keep going? I'm not going to double down on it. Yo, CL in Miami, Papa. I ain't going to do all that. And like you said, whichever one of you said it, them joints are expensive. Why on earth would I pay $300? Now, don't get me wrong. Some of the colorways are fire. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of them look fire. I ain't paying no $300 for something that looks like something else. I can't do that. Now, you can make the argument, too, because he started posting stuff, or Ami did, about, like, Amiri has, like, a sneaker. It looks like a Jordan 1, essentially. Definitely resembles it. There's a lot of those luxury brands that look like it. There's a lot of luxury brands that look like Chuck Taylor's. You know what I mean? I don't know the rules of that stuff. And then people are like, well, why don't you go after them? I don't know. No, that's not my world. That's rich people world. So I don't know that stuff.
I got a question for you. Have you ever seen anyone wear them? Because I've never seen anyone in Chicago wear them.
Yuri's the only one.
My thing is,
I don't think I've ever seen him wear them.
Where is he selling these? Who is he selling these shoes to if nobody wears them? And to make all this money to give away MacBooks and do all this stuff, like you said, like where
that's why I say a lot of us are kind of just low key hating, because I'll be honest with you, when he does a pop up and I see a post on social media,
bunch of people there.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Hundreds of people.
You guys slept outside. Like, some of them are tents. I'm talking a line wrapped. And, like, look, in your city, like, I think he's in Jersey. In your city, you do a pop-up and a line wrapped. Oh, I get it. Okay, cool. I didn't think something like that, he can go down to Miami, Art Basel, and have a pop-up and a line wrapped. I didn't think he could go to Houston and have a line. He could go to LA. I didn't think he could do that. You want to be a hometown hero? Oh, I get that. Like, that's cool, man. Makes sense. I feel like that makes sense. But, like, that's why I say I'm not gonna use the word jealous, but it's like, God dang. It's like the person who comes up with, like, the sticky notes. They're yellow and square. Someone's like, I'll make a triangle one in blue. And then and you're like, yo, you copied yellow. But it's like, God dang, that's all it took. That's all it took, because guess what? DHgate and these sites, I have the links. You just go in there and you say, can I make sneakers? And they say yes. And we charge you $35 for them. And you say, can I put this on it? They'll put it on it, and they'll send you samples over and over. And you can order 100 pairs of Kevs and sell them joints. There are so many brands that sell things. They got guns. They got brooms. They got demon faces. They got skulls on them. They got dice on them. There are so many versions of Dunks and Jordan 1s out here being for sale. Kai ain't the only one. Guess what? Kai just seems to have, like, infiltrated that social media more than anybody else. That's what it is. But I'm sorry. It comes down to the consumer. Like, if I could convince you to buy this because I'm black, I'm independent, I'm this, and you do it. I mean, somebody put a post on our YouTube page the other day, and, it kind of irritated me, but it was right. They did, like, we were missing out on opportunity on monetizing this podcast. I have 0 T-shirts. We're at episode 316. I have 0 T-shirts, 0 hoodie. We got 2 hats. I should at least have some more hats. Like, I am missing opportunity. You know what I mean? And you look at him, and it's like, he makes 1, and everyone buys it. Why wouldn't I make 2, 3, 4? Oh, shoot, I got millions of dollars. What? I'll make a few hoodies now. I'll make a few of this. I went on his website. That stuff is sold out. Like, shirts. And I'm like, y'all paying $150 for this cheap shirt, like screen print shirt? but it's about it's about being a part of something. If you feel like you're a part of Kai's community, if you feel like, because he'll respond to anybody, anybody and anybody. If you can say, yo, these are dope, and he says, appreciate you, fam, you feel a part of it now.
Yep.
He's mastered it, and he really has. Now, like I said, I hope he just goes to Nike and say, hey, man, what do you need me? I don't want no troubles because I want to keep going. Do I look at him and say, man, that's dope that you could do that? Yeah, man, that's cool, man.
This guy can pivot. Like, he's shown us that he has the talent where he could pivot to something else.
He
Warren Lotus got sued and got an NBA contract. Like,
Warren Lotus got sued by Nike and glowed up.
Yeah.
Whatever. He has an NBA contract.
I don't see why that
NFL
couldn't happen
contract.
with Kai. Yeah.
It's insane how that stuff works. Now, I will say this. I probably should have the sneaker lawyer on here again at one point. I don't understand the rules of this stuff, to be honest with you, because that's what he was talking about, Nike stealing from him. He started doing HBCU Kai sneakers. Nike didn't have any of that at first, and then they started doing HBCU stuff, and he's like, yeah, look at you. I'm doing it. I don't understand how a HBCU can give you licensing to do Air Kais if they're like Nike schools or Jordan schools. I don't understand any of the rules to any of this stuff.
Right.
Somehow he's made it happen. He's making a lot of money. And also, you know what also sucks is, not sucks, but what makes you feel a certain way is when you turn on NBA All-Star Weekend and NBA All-Stars are wearing Kais and stuff. I saw Damian Lillard giving a speech in the middle of the center court wearing Kais. I saw Jalen Green on the Rockets doing the BR Kicks fit thing. Wearing Kais. I saw other athletes on the sideline wearing Kais. Like, they're supporting this. And these are rich people. They can go pay the $500, $600 for Jordan 1s. Shoot, they could probably call Nike and say, can I get Jordan 1s?
I had never saw anybody basketball players. Usually when I see those tunnels and stuff, they all got Jordans and Travis Scotts. I've never seen them with that. I've never seen that's the first time I'm actually hearing
all them got them. Rappers, you see Jada.
Do you think he's seeding any famous people with some of them?
Some of them.
Some of them. I think like a lot of the local rappers, because if you go to his stuff and watch, Jada Kiss and all them, Jim Jones, them
was something else. That was something else that came up with when Orange Lobster release, because Jada Kiss apparently went to Concepts, left with a few bags. Him and his homies left with a few bags. I got Orange Lobster, whatever. I didn't hear what he was saying in the video, but people were really mad that that was happening, and I'm like, well, you gotta, and the person who said it is like, well, Jada Kiss is not a better person than me. I'm like, I mean,
what does that even mean?
Kinda, you know what I mean? He's still Jada Kiss.
Let me tell you a quick story. So when the Invisible Woman Air Force Ones came out, we camped out at Nike Town, Chicago, overnight. The store opens. Eddie Curry pulls up in a Rolls Royce Phantom. They open the door and let him go in. He leaves out with bags. You know he bought some of the shoes that came out that day. And we were standing there all night in line. There's nothing we can do.
Nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it.
Charges of the game.
Yeah,
it's the same thing when I posted on Twitter. I said, let me explain something to y'all about complaining about backdooring and complaining about this stuff. Does it suck? Yeah, it sucks.
Is it going anywhere?
But let me tell you something. If I had my own store and I got 200 pairs, you could 50 of them gone. Don't even. The homies already got theirs on lock. Yeah. Don't even think. And let me tell you something. If I'm in my store in Arizona and Devin Booker comes up like this, what size you need, Devin Booker? I got you. I don't care what y'all standing outside for. Sorry, I love all y'all. I appreciate y'all too. That's Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
What you want me to do?
Yeah.
What you want? Drake comes.
Devin Booker to leave.
Drake hits me up and says, "Yo, can I get 5 pairs?" Guess what? Drake getting 5 pairs. I get 10. Drake. Just go ahead and can you just wear those to the concert and post them on social media that you cop? That's all I need.
Take a picture in front of the store.
Sorry, that's just the way the game works. Trust me. I see you talk about all the time about how hard it is to get sneakers and stuff like that. We all know how hard it is, but guess what? It is what it is, and you charge it to the game. For whatever reason, people who found it extremely difficult to get Jordan 1s and stuff like that gravitated towards Kai. Now, I don't know how many people that buy Kais are repeat customers or first-time customers. You know what I mean? I don't know what that demographic or how that weighs out. But all I do know is that, you have to really think about it. I have the links. All you got to do is go on Google or anywhere and type in, make my own Jordan 1 sneaker. It takes you straight to companies in China and stuff like that. All you do is send the email and say, hey, can you make me this with this on it? And they'll do it. They won't make it with a swoosh on it, but they'll make it with anything you want on it. Colorways, they send you pallets, all this stuff. They cost $35 a pair. Fam, $35 a pair, and you sell 100 for $100, you good. You got to really think about it. That's why even for myself, like I said, I make a couple T-shirts that probably cost like $30, $25 to make. Sell them joints for like $65. I'm in the, you know what I mean? I'm just lazy. I just ain't got no time. You know what I mean? And also I'm very particular about it because I do care about this stuff. Like if I wouldn't wear it, I feel real bad selling it to you guys. People are like, just make a shirt and put Sneak This on it. Fam, that's lame to me. Like, I gotta be a little something else for it.
You want it to be where it make a mark, where it's creative. You don't just want to put the logo and just be like...
Fam, anybody can do it. And I feel like we've earned the right to do so. There's plenty of people, they make a show, they got 2 episodes. By episode 3, they got merch. It's like, fam, you ain't even put the work in like that. You know what I mean? But still, like I said, with Kai, and I'm talking about me, I feel like, yeah, I've been kind of hating a little bit. It's a little bit of hate. It's not a like hate, but I'm also not like, yeah, Nike finally got you. Nike don't know I exist. I can't even get a like from Nike when I tag them. And don't get me wrong, I got nothing bad to say about Nike, nothing like that. But I'm also not riding to the grave for them. Yeah. They cool, but that's it. You know. So, anything else? Anything else about that? Nothing else. I was going to ask y'all, too, because I know you had sent about Nike production being cut. Nike and Adidas is cutting production down by 30 to 40%. That a big deal?
Yeah. I think that for availability, like you were talking about how hard it is to, like, buy stuff, what makes me mad more than the backdooring is when you have these platforms and you have millions of dollars and they don't work. I tried to luckily I won the Lost and Founds on Amos. I went into a sneakers app from, like, 2 different accounts. They wouldn't even let me enter. My address wouldn't come up. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, it wouldn't even let me click the button. And then when you have, like, last year I won Lightning Force for me and my son on, like, the Foot Locker. And ever since they went to Flex, they've been trash. Before that, I used to hit on sometimes I get 3 pair on every app. Now, you never hit. When you do, I'm trying to claim them. They won't let me claim them. I'm just tapping the thing. I call the customer service, and they're like, best we can do is give you your points back. Yeah. So I couldn't, I won both shoes. I had to get mine off eBay, and then luckily a friend of mine won a 7 for my son on sneakers and then gave them to me for retail. But it's like, that frustrates me more. So I think with the decreased production, it's going to be very much harder for people to, like, get certain stuff, especially stuff you want. But what's more interesting that I wonder is what's the real cause? Because I was reading somewhere that they're claiming that it's having to do with, like, COVID and, like, shipping stuff. But I was thinking it was because they don't want their stuff sitting the way stuff has been sitting. And I've been liking the fact that stuff sits because, like you said, it goes on sale. I don't have to buy it right away. Like, I can wait 2 weeks and buy something for my son. Like, that's why I wouldn't buy the LeBrons. I don't want to pay $200 for a kid's basketball shoe when I can wait. I got his Christmas LeBron 7s to hoop in for $100, like $90. So I'm like, I just wonder what's the real reason that they cut in production.
Who knows, man?
I feel the same way. You know, I mean, everything's $10, $15, $20 over retail right now. Most things.
Love it.
That's not, you know, Meuniers or Lost and Founds and stuff like that.
Well, honestly, when I said I was selling that pair of 4s, Meunier 4s on my side for $430, I thought that was cheap.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, these got to be about $700.
Yeah.
Nope, $430. Now, $430 is still a lot. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, but like $430 is doable. You know what I mean?
I think it's gonna go back to.
You don't think it has to do with hype? Like they trying to build the hype back up, make you feel like you missed out?
I guess probably. I think it'll. Even if that is what it is, I think it'll have that adverse effect. I think people
only get
who
hype.
Don't really like sneakers are just gonna leave and do something else.
I feel like people only get hype for collabs now. Regular shoes, and of course, like Lost and Founds, but like I don't hear anybody talking about the Twos or the Cardinals or any of these new like OG colorways. People only get hype for Travis Scott. I think it's tough
because Cardinals are $210. Like they should not be $200.
I think price has to do with also that like they're not like we have no I don't know what it's like grace time or time to feel excited about something. Mm-hmm. Like
we already know what's coming out next winter.
Yeah, like we already know Jordan's release for 2023 winter release for Jordans. We haven't even finished this year yet. Like there's no window to really appreciate what you got. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? And like I said, this has been a discussion many times.
Because Meunier 4s were announced
a while ago.
December, yeah. But August.
But guess
September?
What? Like the next Meunier Jordan probably won't come out to maybe summer.
Mm-hmm. If there's another one. 12 at the end of this year too.
Oh shoot, they got a 12. I forgot the 12. 2 12s.
And they haven't decided or they haven't said if the white one is just friends and family.
Yeah, I think the white's just friends and family.
Or if they both are released. So, I might pass on. I got all the other ones, but I might pass on the 12s because I'm like,
I suck.
They're kind of nice.
I thought they sucked at first,
nice?
but I
the
was looking at
materials on them look really nice.
Yeah, I thought they sucked at first too, and then I saw a photo of them, and I'm like, I don't want to spend the money on these. I'm on my years already got enough of my money. Like
they're like beef jerky, you know. I can't do it.
There's just my money has to work for me with the possibility of me wearing it. Like I'm not gonna wear a 12. I got flu games. Flu games to me are the Jordan 12 or Jordan 12s.
I got playoffs.
To me, yeah, like
nothing else.
There are other ones that are the Jordan 12s or Jordan 12s, and I don't wear them. You know what I mean? But when the production thing, I've seen a lot of people like, yeah, they trying to cut down production because they want to like sell out more, and the hype gets backed up, and you feel like, and I think a lot of people need to understand that as well, is that like it ain't about the sneakers anymore. Like you can't surprise us with nothing anymore.
It's also not about us.
It really isn't. Like there are so many other factors that like things that like I just don't know about when it comes to like big brands, which is like I've always wanted to talk to somebody from a big brand. I want to ask the question, whether they answer them or not. I got questions like, are you even thinking, hey, sneaker? Because I don't care what anybody says. To me, sneaker excitement and hype has died down a bit. Like I don't feel that much for them. There are lost and found ones, yes. Cardinal 7's one of the best, if not the best 7 there is, but I'm not like need. In my mind, I'm thinking need, but I'm also thinking like, like here's what it is. Guess what? Because guess what? They got another 7 probably coming out in January. Like it's just so many layers and layers of sneakers to where like, and you know, what's his name? I think you had sent that post from Sneaker Detective Man on Twitter, whatever his name is, and he's like, man, if I buy this and I buy this and I buy this, that's $1,000. Yes,
Thanks
thank
for
you,
math,
mathematician. But in reality, when you really think about it, Jesus Christ. Like, I just bought myself the Lost and Found ones. I got my son a pair of Lost and Found ones. I bought for a Christmas gift, the cherry for someone else. I also kind of want cherries a bit for myself, but I just bought $200 bronze a little while ago. I also bought 3 pair of Salehi Crocs. Now, look, them charge $85, but with tax and everything, they come out $100-something. Like, you really got to think about, like, holy shite. Like, now, it's good that we could do this. We're all blessed to be able to do this and whatever, but, man, like, you cut down production by 30-40%. I can't tell if, like, you're like, hey, you know what? People not interested that much anymore, or we're going to get them back interested. Because they could get us back. There's one thing that Nike, we talk about, Nike's a master marketing company. If there's one thing that Nike can make you do is feel like you missing out on. It'll make you feel like you missing out. I honestly, if I wouldn't have got Lost and Found ones, I would have felt like I would have felt whack. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't think of a time I felt like that in a really long time. I would have felt whack, man. Even when all 3 of you guys said, I'm a man of 3s. I'm like, man, I need these joints. I need them. But I'm not a 3 person that much, so it didn't bother me that much. But them Lost and Found ones, I can't imagine what it's like if your whole crew got them. That's why I put that post on Twitter. I said, if it's your grail, it's your grail. You got 3 in your size, and the homie with the same size and he didn't get any. You give him one?
Yep,
I would.
Okay.
I have alley-oop so many pairs. Like I told you with the before I went to Flex, I used to win like an 11 on Champs, an 11 on Foot Action, 11.
Oh yeah, the good old days.
And I would stagger the sizes sometimes to do like 11.5 or 11 because I could wear both. The homies called alley-oop. Give me the dub for gas. Like, or I just show them love if you meet me up there. And I was looking out for so many people. The only shoes that I'm not going to lie, I didn't look out for people on were when I was trying to flip them to get something else. So, for example, I won those Carpet Company Ducks. They were going for about $600. I was like, I'm not giving these to no friends. Or like, I flipped 2 to get. I missed out on the OVO 12s and I had to buy them for resale. They were like $600. I bought 2 Yeezys when it was like at the height of Yeezys. Flipped them bad boys for like $600, $500 each. Took the money, went and bought my OVOs, got them for retail.
Let me ask you a question now. Let's say Rico is your homie. Y'all known each other. That's the homie, and he been talking about carpet dunks. Oh, my God. I mean, y'all went to grade school. Y'all played football together, y'all. And he been talking about, I need carpet dunks. I need them joints for my feet. Now, he don't know you got them. You want them. You look at resale price. Them joints $800. Do you let him know? You know he want them. You know. Or you don't say nothing.
probably have a conversation to let him
understand. Don't do that.
To let him understand.
That's cruel.
I won't even do you like that because then
we just met. That's fucked up.
I won't even do you like that because I don't want to do. I've never really charged none of my friends resale, so that's why I say I wouldn't even do it like that.
Because I'd be on the other end, like if it's like, look. I got them, but I'm gonna sell them because I make $1,000. Be like,
I've even given my friends pairs I knew they were selling to other people. They were about to make money off of it, and it's because it was I just had extra ones. What I hated doing was when I would win, I had a superstition that if you don't pick your shoes up, then they'd be like, we're not going to pick him next time.
Everybody had that at one point.
And so I used to like go pick up 3 pairs and then be on the phones, working the phones like, hey, anybody want these? Like, because then I felt like it had a consistency. I was so tight with people at stores. At one Champs, I told you I used to bring them pizzas and pop and stuff and like check on the staff and chop it up with them, talk sneakers. I had a dude who would call me and be like, yeah, we didn't pull you for the raffle, but when it was like the written tickets, but we got an extra 11. I know you were 11.5, or we got an extra 11.5 that didn't get raffle. You want it? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm coming to get it. Like, and so that's why I say like for networking like that. So yeah, I would have just alley-oop pairs to the homies, like not charging them nothing extra.
I'm not gonna lie to you, and it's gonna sound really grimy, but there have been times where I knew somebody was dying for them. And I got them, and it was like,
you must not have known them that well.
Sell it for $900.
See that's the debate. But see your friend.
I'm sorry, Rico.
Up, man.
I'm sorry, Rico.
You have to.
I don't know. You gotta reach out.
I mean,
no, Rico. I don't believe you, Rico.
No.
I don't believe you. And I don't care what nobody say, because there's going to be so many people listen to this podcast, and they're going to message me, yo, fam, that's messed up.
Wait.
I'm not talking about something selling for $400. Now, if I keep something that's selling for $400 and I don't tell the homie, that's cruel. $500.
If
cool.
I hit 2 pairs of lost and found,
that's different. No, that's different. That's different.
2 pairs is different.
Yes. If I hit 2 pairs of lost and founds, and they're going for $1,500 right now, I knew you needed it, and I got in your size. You still get them for retail,
fam.
Like that's just the kind.
That's way too high for me, though.
It would eat away at me.
No. Like if you sold me something that sold for $1,500, I couldn't take it.
No, but if it's
that much, I'm not gonna sell it to my friend.
But if we already had the agreement to like.
That's different.
I'm gonna try for you.
No. I'm talking Rico. I'm talking Rico.
Y'all qualifying a lot of stuff.
No. I'm talking Rico. You've been on this podcast for 5 episodes straight, and all you have talked about is I need this when it drops. I need it when it drops. I need it when it drops. I didn't want it. I don't want it. Whatnot. Hey, it drops that morning, and I try for it. You didn't ask me to try for you. Nothing like that. I just try for it, and I happen to get it. I look on StockX and I join selling for $1,000. Now, is it my? Do you feel like I should reach out to you because I know you want it and I got your size? That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna hide it. We probably will have a conversation. But this is the thing as a friend, right? You have to understand. You know, I buy shoes too. So I've probably spent like $600 this month. If I sell this, I can cover everything that I've spent over the month. You really would want me to be like, hey, give it to me for the $150, even though it's selling for $900, even though I know like you got bills and you got kids and you got this. Like sometimes like it's a come up. Now, will I have a conversation? I just don't like selling stuff to my friends for resale. So if I was gonna give it to them, I'd have to give it to them for retail. But that also need to be some type of implicit understanding that like, I know you got me when this situation, and most people don't got you. I got a couple friends who have had me in situations, but most times people don't.
I also feel it is a little irresponsible though to like ask somebody something knowing.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I said.
It's like somebody saying like, "Hey," and people legit did this. Probably for you guys too. People legit, hey man, like if you could try for the Dior ones from me, buddy.
I feel no.
I'm trying for myself when it comes to Dior ones.
Yeah,
I was gonna fly somewhere and pick those up.
Oh yeah, I was too.
No,
I thought we won.
I feel like if stuff like that's different. You can't ask someone to try for a Travis for you. Like you can't. Like
I mean, I've had people ask if
people do it.
I don't want it. Like for example, I don't want those black Travises. They look plain. I wouldn't get them. Yeah. If a friend was like, "Hey, would you try for them?" I'm like, "Sure." Now I've never won a Travis. Or I'm lying.
Yeah, but like I
won one on sneakers. I won the 4s. But I've never won a Travis on anything else. So therefore, I'll try for you because I know I'm not gonna win anyway. Like what you want me to do?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it, right? Like obviously for like the hypest. I'm trying to think of like what would the hypest, like one of the hypest sneakers of the year be like. I guess I'm in year 4s, like you know me well enough to know I'm gonna try for them. Like we know each other well enough to know like oh, they're gonna try for them, and then if they get it, they're just gonna flip them, and it's not gonna be a big deal. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's a difference, like, because there's still that understanding too. Like, I know if I want a shoe, and FamDrew doesn't want a shoe, and he gets them, he's gonna resell them. Like, it's just what it is. Unless I like go to him and ask. But like, people getting multiple pairs and then not.
I think he's talking about one pair.
Yeah. But if
you went to him and
talking
asked,
about one pair.
Multiples, I'm giving to the homies.
Yeah.
If you went to him and asked, though, are you expecting for him to give it to you for retail, or are you expecting to pay resale? And that's the problem.
Oh, I would never sell. I sell retail to homies.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sell resale.
So what would happen if you went to them and then they were like, well, I mean, this is what it's going for.
You know what?
I'll tell
like,
you
got
this.
I'll tell you
go make your money. Like,
you know
what?
what?
I'd be upset about it if, like, you know, we hit something for retail. Like, actually, these are going for like 6.
Yeah, nah, like, that's different.
That when it comes to that, it's more of a like what people don't know won't hurt them type thing. Like, I would rather just not know that you got them.
Selling for resale to the homie, it depends. Like, if I sell you something, like, let's say I got something for retail that we both already know is going for $2,000, and I'm willing to, you're gonna have to give me $500 for it.
Oh, that's not bad.
Now, let me tell you this why. Because you said you have sold to homies before that you knew they was gonna try to resell them.
Yeah.
I have never sold to anybody. I had an inkling, but like when I find out, when I give it to somebody and they resell, I don't like it. I don't like it.
That's it. That's the end of it.
Now, if they do it because, like, now I have a homie that did it and like he wouldn't take his son to New York on a trip. Oh, man, go do your thing. Sell them joints to buy plane tickets and stuff like that. Now I know him. Like, I knew, you know, I ain't tripping off that. You know what I mean? But you know, if it's like, yeah, man, them joints you sold me, sure, I sold them joints to the homie for $500. You sold to me for $180. I sold $500. What am I supposed to do? Like,
that's the last time. That's it.
Yeah, I learned my
that.
lesson with that. I don't like that. No.
My only thing with that is that's one of the reasons I hate about resale. The market be so funny. So like, you get a shoe, and then people flake. They don't want to buy it. And so a lot of times for me, it was just literally like, I got it because I want it, and I just want to pass it on to somebody else. Right. I wasn't really trying to make no money. At the times I was trying to make money, like I said, was when I sold those Nerfs to get the Nerfs in my size. I sold those Yeezys to get OVOs. Like, I was really trying to get something else. That's when I but I'm like, once you get it from me, listen, you can put it on your head and spin it around. It don't matter to me. I don't care what you can
do all that, but like, once you use my buying power, because like you said, you had that feeling of like when you win and you don't pick it up, like that's like, oh, they gonna get you again.
Mm-hmm. That's how it used to be with Kith Access. I used to just buy everything they give me access to because I don't want to not get access.
Because you didn't want to not get that again. Yeah. Like, I had a homie who he has an Undefeated hookup, and he just randomly sent the invoice for those Air Force Ones. He knows I ain't checking for no Air Force Ones whatsoever. He knows that, but my mind is like, man, I still want to. You know.
Did you get them? Did you end up getting them?
Nah, I didn't. Those are too expensive.
I heard they were fire though.
How much?
I'm sure
they were like 180.
180 is a lot
for a low Air Force One.
Air Force One. Oh,
had leather.
No way. But in the amount I appreciate it, but at the same time I'm like, fam, why did you send me that? It's like, well, you didn't. Could you send me the dunks next time? Like
the lost and found.
Can you do that? Like, you know, even just some Undefeated clothes, like you know, at a discount price, something, you know. But you know, it's that thing. It's like wins come so rare that when you get it and you utilize it for the homie, and then the homie takes advantage of it, especially for the homies who don't try. That's what I hate. It's homies I know. Hey man, you give me the Cherry 11s? Oh, you got sneakers app? Oh man, I don't know how that stuff works, fam. You didn't download the Foot Lockers app? They're not going to be extremely hard to get. You could have a good shot.
I tell people that.
Did you download this app? Did you download that? I mean, fam, you know. I mean, you know, I ain't got time for that. Oh, but you want me to use my time for it, buddy? You're going to try to, and I'll try. I find out you didn't try. I ain't doing it. You ain't getting them.
That do be frustrating when they don't want to try, but they want you. It's like, especially if they think. I got a couple friends who think I'm lucky because they like, you won Off-White, you won this. And so they like, I'm like, bro, you got to try too. I'm like, you got to help me help you.
Fam, I got friends that are still stuck in the like camp out minds. They only know how to do that. And like apps and stuff to them is like insane. They're like,
I hate it, but you got to adapt.
You got to put your credit card in. I ain't got no credit card. Like, fam, could you do it and I send you money? Like, fam, this is 2022, buddy. Yeah. I don't know why you still think that, like, if you get to the mall at 9 p.m. the previous night, I don't know why you still think that. It ain't happening.
I mean, even just now, it's like, you know, because he sold me the Crocs. I'm like, well, you got Venmo? I'll go to Venmo. I got this. Oh, you got this? Okay, I can get you with that.
But there's like 19 versions now.
Yeah, there's 1,000 of them.
I've had that happen before, though, when I've met up with people, and like, I'm in Chicago. I take a counterfeit pen, and so when I go, I'm like, I usually take that and my concealed carry in case anything happens. And so
out here, this is an open carry state.
And
I drive up and I see burners on hips. I leave. I don't bother.
And like I be trying to, like, where the money at? They like, oh, I want to send. I'm like, one dude hit send, my phone didn't update. He trying to walk off. I'm like, no. I'm like, I gotta make sure it went through. Like, I'm like, why you can't just pull up with some cash, stop at the ATM, let me hit it with the pen, make sure it's real money.
I would be like, no, let's go to the bank and you take the money out, or we go in the grocery store. First, I go to all public places. Like I said, the last time I'm about to do a meetup, the very last time I ever did it, I meeting this cat at Chase Bank. Fam, it was just for, I don't know what sneaker it was. About 13 of them. I'm like, what do you got 13 homies here for? 4 of them had out here, you can wear your burner on you. It don't matter.
No, you can't wear it.
No, thanks. Like, because I don't know why. Like, yeah. Like, why did you need, like, about 13 homies and 4 of them got burners on the ways? I don't care. We are at the bank. Like, no, I just kept going. Yo, fam, where you at, fam? We out here. We out here. Nah, I'm good.
Not we? Who's we?
Yeah, I stopped responding. You see cats that don't want
to QT.
Cats that don't want to
meet. The last time I did a meetup was like a year ago, and it was at QT.
Yeah, I don't go to anybody who don't want to get out their car, because cats roll the window down like, yeah, fam, yo, what's up? No, buddy. I'm here. You can walk here. You ain't doing that to me, though. I've had cats like try to pull the burner out or try to skirt off quick or something like that. Yo, fam, can I see them joints, bro?
Yeah, nah, we ain't doing that.
We ain't doing that.
Now, my funniest story ever. Do y'all remember that story from New York with the dude who got his arm ripped off?
What?
You've never heard this story?
Doing what?
There's video of it. You got to search the internet for it. So the guy pulls up in a minivan to do an exchange, like the shoes. The guy gets in the passenger side, pulls a gun on him, puts the gun to his rib, takes the shoes, gets out, walks like nothing happened, starts walking down the street, like just up the street. The guy in the van pulls off, busts a U-turn, comes back, rams him up against a fence, rips his arm off. The dude stands up, runs, hops on a bus, collapses on the bus, arm bleeding, just falls out on a sneaker meetup.
What? I ain't never seen that.
It's a video. It's online. I used to pull it up sometimes just to get a laugh at it, because you don't get to see his arm get ripped off, but in the video you see the dude bust a U-turn in the minivan and come barreling and go up on the sidewalk, and that was the wildest meetup I ever seen in my. After that meetup, I was definitely like, gotta be public places, gotta take the hammer with me. I'm like, I can't be playing games with people.
I ain't playing.
I go to QT only. There's have you inside of QT? There's like a million cameras.
There's a million cameras, and it's bright. It's bright out there. I need lights. Yep. I ain't mean you at night. I ain't playing. I don't
miss doing meetups. That's why I say, like, at all.
I know we had sneaker bots on here. I don't know if y'all care about that. I don't know.
Bots are bots.
It's funny to me.
They're gonna bot.
Now, what I do want to know is, how do you let the bots change people's address? They said with the lost and founds, like, they was literally changing people's addresses. How does that happen?
Look, man. Nothing surprises me anymore when it comes to technology and computers. Like, I literally at my house, like, some stuff that I've done for a living and things like that, like, I have a CD, and CD sounds very archaic, of, like, computer viruses that can literally do anything. Like, I could literally, what's your email, buddy? Send a virus, turn your camera on.
You should have told me that when I still had student loans.
I do. I got like a lot of these things because like I had to learn about a lot of this stuff and stuff like that. And like I have the actual viruses. You could go and just type in on the internet and find that stuff on like blogs and stuff. People will give you the virus and you put it on a drive and stuff. People make you mad, send a virus. You could do some weird stuff. So none of that stuff surprises me. You know what I mean? With the lost and found drop, you know, some people thought maybe they were trying to fight bots, which made it hard for other people to get in. Other people are mad that it's Nike. It's like, man, y'all still can't figure out. They're not going to spend any extra money. They don't, like, people need to really legit understand that Nike does not care. Like, well, I'm not going to spend another $10 million to stop robots on a sneaker release. Like, I'm not going to lose money to make you guys feel like you're any more special. Bots and stuff like that are just, it is what it is, man. This is 2022. If you think it's going to get better, it's not. You think, fam, pretty soon you're going to win sneakers and it's going to be an actual robot bringing them to your house. Like, it just, I just don't like the fact that Nike, I guess for PR purposes, you got to act like you try. But come on, man. What are you gonna do, man?
I didn't even know until a few months ago that you could buy the sneaker pass. Like a guy he did a video showing how he was until they changed it up. You know, the new way now it's like a draw. But in the old way, a friend of mine told me that though. He said that's the reason it used to be always glitchy. Like when you first go in, you couldn't click on it and then it'll let you in. He said it was because they were buying it. And I mean, like I might have won sneaker pass like since it was existing, maybe 3 or 4 times, mainly for dunks. I think one LeBron, but I could never win on there. And I'm like, because it would always be sold out within seconds when you try to reserve. And I'm like, then when dude released the video, I'm like, oh, of course, he's buying it.
Yeah, like bots, like for even draw entry ones, like a bot itself could put in like 2,000 entries. Yeah. You know what I mean? It could put down 3,000 entries. So it's like if you're able to have something that puts in 3,000 raffle draws.
Now, will it be the same name? Because that's the thing. No, that's what they're supposed to catch. If it's
they're supposed to. Sometimes, like I've seen people post videos like, "Hey, they all came to my house." You know what I mean? And sometimes they do addresses. Honestly, like I just wish that like we talk about all the time. It charges to the game, like. For your own mental anguish, just
you have to know what's gonna happen.
Whatever, man. Yeah. Like, you know, it sucks. Like, and then you have to make that decision for yourself and your money. Am I gonna pay resale or do I just say on the next one? Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and like you said with sneaker sitting and stuff like that, I have been like things that you miss out on. I don't care that much, but like sometimes it's dope to like catch a 40% off sale on Packer or something and like, oh shoot, I went and grabbed these joints right here. Then Palm Angel Vans, I waited, waited and got them for what I wanted to pay. You know what I mean? Dub taps, like a few other things that it was like, I'll just wait. And you know, sometimes even for the price of what retail price is for one pair of sneakers, you wait for a sale and go on like SNS or something, you get 5 pairs for one pair of resale. You know, I got the email today like for Fear of God clothes on a code 40% off that stuff, like, and it's like, oh shoot, I didn't want to pay $130 for the sweater, but shoot, I'll pay, you know, 80, 89, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like it's things like that. So like, but like there are certain people that like they've enthralled themselves so much in the sneakers that it legit still bothers them. Bots is bots, man. Like ain't nothing you can do about
I wanted to buy one, but when I looked at how much they cost.
What, a bot?
Yeah.
I bought one a long time ago for a Moon, Air Max 90 Moons. Oh, I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy one. Actually, no, I didn't buy a bot, but I paid an in-cart thing.
I did that before. I've never won on that before.
I didn't get it on there.
It's like $5,000 though if you want to buy a bot that works on all sites, and it's like maybe 2,000 to 3,000 if you buy one that works on like one specific site. The Adidas ones were cheaper than like the Nike ones, but I'm like, I'm not.
And here's the thing that too, that you get scammed with that too. People will be acting like selling stuff that don't work no more. They'll sell you something that like on your computer looks like it's doing something. It ain't doing nothing. Like I know plenty of people that went out and did that. I had plenty of friends who were like, yo, what if we like go in like, you know, you put up 500, I put up 500, and we all do it. We all talked about, well, maybe we get like 50 pairs. We could resell them. We could do. Man, we thought about all that stuff. And then when it come down to it, man, just keep your money and just be smart about it. Like, you know, the game is the game. You want to do NFL picks real quick for the week?
Yeah.
Was there anything else you want to talk about? Sorry.
I don't think so. I think we might have had something else on the list, but I can't.
I think just the moldy.
Oh, y'all care about that?
I just think it's
weird.
They
made 500,000 of something. Like some of them are going to be fucked up. Sure.
I just think it's weird. I got old shoes from the 90s in my garage that got less mold than new shoes that's coming out. I don't understand.
I didn't think about that.
Even when I lived in when I moved to the suburb of Chicago, first house I lived in was like a small house, and I was renting it. I didn't have room. I kept my sneakers in a climate-controlled storage for 5 years. I would go take 5 pair at a time and swap them out, and like so I could wear them. No shoes got mold. How is it that this company? Where are they storing these shoes at? That's the only thing I don't understand.
Like I think it has to. It gotta just. I mean, mold is bacteria, but like. So, like, I remember I told you when I got the airworms, you know, I was on the hunt for, like, the ramen worms and stuff like that, and this guy in Jersey had a locker. I mean, he just had a bunch of stuff in it. And he had 2 pair of the ramen airworms in him, and he sent both of them to me. One came pristine, perfect. The other came, I mean, covered in mold. Like, I'm talking, like, I opened the box. It was, like, what the? Like, we was like this. Like, what the? Took them joints, me and George, walked down the street to this shoe cobbler man. They cleaned that joint, they got the mold off. That was it. It was nothing. You know what I mean? Look, it is a little weird and whack, and I do feel like Nike should at least, if you get getting a pair of moldy Air Max 95s, fine. You return them, and they may have another pair. You get a pair of moldy Air Alma 4s, You can't return those and get another pair. At the very least, Nike or somebody should be, hey, you know what? You take these to get cleaned up or whatever. Go ahead and let us know. We'll refund that partially to your account. Something, a gift card for whatever it costs to do so. To be
honest, they should give you another pair of shoes because they got more shoes.
Well, they should if they got more pair of shoes.
They got them.
I think they got more.
You know when I learned that they had them? So years ago when what were they? I forgot what the name of, but you know when they did the Nike Air on the Jordan 3s. I was trying to buy them online.
The 88?
Yeah, 88. I screenshotted it and complained on Twitter to Nike. And like when I went to enter my card information, there's no place to put card information in. I'm like, how do y'all do this? So I like complained. They literally called me from Oregon and was like, yeah, sure. Placed the order over the phone with me. Send me a pair of shoes. Oh, yeah. Just because I complained. So I'm like, they got a room with shoes still in them.
They got more pairs for a lot of these things.
That was
and
also
stuff
a
like
long
that.
time ago, though.
Because
that was 2013.
How do your customer service get worse than better?
Like, now. So like me and George talk about all the time. Like we used to call Oregon all the time and order stuff like all the time. Like there was like they had stuff there. It was a lot of these like Nikes and places that are just in the country where people just want that in the sneakers. Like they would find, okay, this store still got a pair. They get that from that Nike. They would still do things like that. I don't know if it's like that now. I just, it just never know now. If you could convince them to give you another pair, I don't know if they got more I'm a Millionaire 4s. I don't know. But what's his name did all that complaining, that video. Remember that video? He did all that complaining and they actually sent him a pair from that. So like, who knows? Like, who knows how it actually works or if it works?
I forgot about that.
But if I got a pair of moldy, if my lost and founds would have been moldy, then my lost and founds would have moldy. I had to take them somewhere to get them worked on because I ain't returning those. Like, unless they say, "Oh, we got another pair." They come in. Here's the tracking number. Like, I'm not sending my pair back until they send mine. I'm sorry.
Send my new ones first.
I don't care if it's Nike. I don't care if it's Foot Locker. I don't care what company it is. You not getting this pair back until I get that pair. Now, hey, I get charged twice or whatever the case may be. But you not go convince me like, yo, go ahead and send these lost and founds back. Go ahead and I got you another. No way, buddy. You send those first and I'll bring them back. That's it. And a lot of these ones that I've seen lately with mold, like they're not white. If it would have been a white thing, like if you get mold on that cherry, it's cooked. That's cooked. It's going to be a different color on that white. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Anyways, y'all want to do NFL picks real quick?
NFL picks. Thursday.
Let's do that real quick so we can do the top 10.
Raiders at Rams. I think Matt Stafford's like done for the year.
Yeah, I think the Rams are officially tanking. They were shutting people down.
And they
tanking for what?
They played a really good game this week though against the Seahawks though. They played a good game this week.
They still lost though, didn't they?
They still lost at the end, like 20 seconds left. Good Geno pass to Metcalf. I'll go Raiders. Yeah, I'll go Raiders.
So Jets quarterback won with a good pass. 20 seconds.
I got Raiders too.
Yeah, I'll go Raiders.
All right, Raiders. Yep. Jets at Bills.
I actually think your Jets been playing well, and I want to say that they're going to win, but I think they'll lose by a field goal to the Bills.
I'm going to go Jets.
It's going to be close. I don't know why the line is 9.
Bills have a hard time with
That does not make
Jets.
sense to me. But
the Bills just won yesterday, didn't they? Who did they beat?
Pick the Jets.
They won on Thursday against Patriots.
The Jets lost on Sunday.
I'm going to go Jets.
A rough sports weekend if you're a Jets, Mets, Knicks, or Rangers fan. Browns at Bengals.
Oh, Bengals.
Yep.
Bengals are good.
Texans at Cowboys.
Cowboys by 50,000.
Terrible.
Cowboys.
Yeah. Vikings at Lions.
Vikings.
Detroit is favored by 1.
You know what? I'm going to go Lions.
So I'm a Bears fan, and I'm in pain over here with my season, but I hope that it was a way for both of them to lose, so I hope they tie. But but apparently I got to go. Vikings going to win. They're going to smoke the Lions.
I'm going to think so, but I'm going to go Lions.
How's Detroit favored?
Now,
I don't
man.
understand.
Bears?
They're a scrappy team, but the Vikings are on a roll right now. Like, aren't they like the number one in the division now?
Yeah. They're number one. But you got to feel a little promising with the Bears.
I love Fields, but we've been losing some close games. He separated his shoulder. Eddie Jackson is hurt. Yeah. I'm just hoping we get some good picks this year out of this season.
But Bears losing close games is like, okay. Like,
y'all getting somewhere.
Seeing the Bears
That's what I thought. Even though it's happened to the Jets this year, that's really what I thought would happen to the Jets. I thought we'd go like 8-9, be some close games. Like I just wanted to be competitive. But Mike White's the guy. Now we got to win the Super Bowl.
Seeing the Bears score over like 25 points a game is insane.
Yeah. But I'm worried about Fields. He got to do a lot less running and a lot more throwing. And he can throw.
I don't think he does.
See, I think
if it's not broke, like why would you?
I hope
that was the problem with Matt Nagy.
I mean, see his shoulder. He's gonna get broke.
Yeah, but I hope the Bears management and everybody goes, okay, he is good. Let's really try to get weapons now.
Yes.
Like, I feel like they don't want to put so much into, like, other players because they're never too sure about the quarterback. They're like, why would I spend all this money on wide receivers?
They did trade a second for Claypool.
And we had, like, Musa Muhammad before. They've gotten receivers, and we've got
Musa Muhammad. That was, like...
And we had the guy, what was the guy, Allen Robinson. Like, we've had decent, we got him from the Jaguars. But the problem, like you said, is I always felt the owners and stuff were cheap, and they were like... It's like when you go to a tire shop and it's like, they're like, well, you can get a new tire for it. And they're like, let me get that old one over there. And they put the old tire to be the quarterback while you got 3 new tires, but you got this one old tire that's wobbling with the quarterback. Now we actually got the quarterback. I think we got to get people around him. And we're just hoping that this dude drafts well. Like, because usually we draft terrible. With Kevin White, we drafted a few years ago. That was a terrible pick. Mitch didn't turn out the way we thought it was. We got a history of just some bad.
Kevin White still.
And then we just lost Roquan. And he was the best of our most recent picks. And Roquan left. So it's like.
But you have to. You have to trade him and reload.
That Mitch Trubisky one was like. They just thought they were.
Everyone knew he was going to be bad.
Yeah,
like, I can't.
But that's ego stuff. That's like. You know, when you're like, oh, no, like, we're smarter than everyone else. Trust me, we see something that no one else sees. That's what the problem is.
I'm not going to lie, they had me fooled at first.
I saw the Giants.
Had me fooled too.
I was all on me. I photoshopped Mitch's head on, like, Mitch from Paid in Full, and I used to put it in the group chat. I used to call him Money Making Mitch at first, because he was like...
he played good at first.
He was like player of the week, and he went to didn't he go to the Pro Bowl?
Yeah.
I'm like all in, sending the Money Making Mitch emoji, like, and then all of a sudden it just straight down here. I'm like, man... we back crazy. At this again.
It was the double doink. The double doink broke y'all.
Yeah, that definitely
That's really
hurt.
what it was. Jaguars at Titans.
Titans better win.
Yeah. I'm King Henry running all over the Jaguars.
Jaguars suck.
Eagles at Giants.
I'm going Eagles.
Eagles are supposed to win, but Giants know how to play football, man. I don't care what nobody say, though.
Eagles by $14 billion.
And they won yesterday, so they're on a 4-game winning streak. I think they're going to win.
Yeah.
Giants going to compete. If I was going to pick a score, I'd say 20-31.
Give Daboll Coach of the Year.
Oh, yeah,
he's
Coach of the Year
to Robert Saleh.
They tied yesterday with the Commanders.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Ravens at Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Lamar hurt.
Lamar's gone.
Oh, he is? He got hurt again? I didn't realize
he got hurt his knee. Now, Huntley's a decent backup. Now, Huntley's pretty good, but...
The Steelers have J.J. Watt back.
Oh, they do.
So...
Oh, he gonna eat him up, and the Ravens still almost lost to the Broncos yesterday.
I'm worried about the.
I don't know. I kind of still want to go Ravens because, like you said, Huntley's not bad. I mean, the most disappointing thing is this going to be Tomlin's probably first season. Did you know he's always had a 500 record? Always like he 15 straight years. So this might be his first year
losing season.
I
think so.
Things. But I guess
I'm gonna
go Ravens still.
It's a divisional game.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
And it's in Pittsburgh.
Oh, in Pittsburgh? Oh, yeah. Ravens cooked.
They better step up.
Chiefs at Broncos. The slate sucks this week, man.
Chiefs by 9 touchdowns.
God.
Broncos are embarrassing.
They were not right at all this week.
No.
Buccaneers at 49ers. So they took care of the Dolphins with Brock Purdy.
I was going to say until he got hurt, I was going to say 49ers. But I'm like... whoever the quarterback, I don't even know who they third string
quarterback Purdy came in and threw for
they smoked. Touchdowns. They beat the Dolphins.
He was the very last pick in the entire draft, right? Mr. Irrelevant?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was shocked.
He came in and balled. I was like, look at this little boy.
I sent in my group text yesterday. I said 49ers are cooked, and then they turned around and won the game.
The Jets would be second in the AFC East.
I'm glad the Dolphins lost, though.
Had the Dolphins.
I just don't trust the Dolphins, man. I don't care. It's the Dolphins, man. I don't care. What's next?
Panthers at Seahawks. Dolphins at Chargers.
I mean, Dolphins better win, I guess, but the Chargers have to win.
Chargers have to win.
I'll go Dolphins by 4.
I need them both to lose. I'll take the Dolphins. Monday night, Patriots at Cardinals.
Murray's still hurt too, right?
Kind of. He came back, but
is he back?
Yeah, he's back. But I mean, Cardinals. Who? Patriots?
Yeah.
I mean, Patriots I think still have a shot at the wild card, so Patriots have to. I don't think the Cardinals have any shot whatsoever.
They got 4 wins this year when I was looking at
They got 4.
Who?
The Cardinals are 4-8.
Cardinals are 4-8.
Oh, okay, what are Patriots?
6-6.
Oh, okay. Patriots still got a shot. I'm gonna pick Patriots.
They suck though.
It's gonna take a lot.
It's gonna take a lot, but I mean, honestly, there's a lot of things that could still happen. So
go Cardinals.
Guess I'll go Patriots too.
Go Patriots.
Belichick got something.
So I got 7.
7 what?
Sneakers on the list.
Oh, you made a list? Oh, that's all football?
No, on Christmas looking sneakers.
No, I'm saying that's all the football. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. All right.
Patriots at Cardinals Monday night.
All right, let's do this list so we can get out of here because I got to go pick my kids up and stuff. We are doing top 10 sneakers that could have been Christmas sneakers. What is it?
Christmas looking sneakers.
No. Top 10 sneakers.
Could have been Christmas. Could have been considered Christmas sneakers.
Top 10 sneakers that could have been considered Christmas sneakers to us.
That's not what I
It's
did.
the hardest list
That's
ever.
okay.
How was this the hardest list?
That's not even how I made the list.
How did you make the list?
I just put sneakers that made me think of Christmas that aren't Christmas.
That's the same thing.
Okay.
That's the same
If
thing.
you say so.
Y'all got any honorable mentions or anything? You got none?
I struggled through the 10 list, so I don't got no honorable mentions.
I'm still making the list. I don't know.
You still making the list?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hold on. I got to write this last one in. I just thought of my number 7. Okay. All right. I got it. All right. Anybody want to go first or you want me to go first?
I finished. Do you go
I'll
first?
go first, or if you want to, it doesn't matter.
I'll go first.
Okay, go
You the guest. I'll go first.
This list is whack.
Top 10 sneakers that could be considered Christmas sneakers to us. Or top 10 sneakers that make you think of Christmas. Whatever. That aren't Christmas sneakers. Number 10, I got the Jordan 14 White Reds. Now, at some point, people started calling them candy canes. But they were never called...
But think of that.
They were never called candy canes.
White and red 14s.
They were white red 14s. All of a sudden, like the last 3-4 years, candy canes. No, thank you. Them just white red. Now that people call them candy canes, I look at them, I think of Christmas. Oh, yes. Number 9, I got copper foam posits, to tell you the truth. Copper foam posits are my favorite foam posits of all time. But they always had a Christmas vibe to me. Now, I know people be like, well, the copper KD4 was the Christmas one, and I didn't like that copper KD4, but for whatever reason, copper foams always make me think of Christmas. I have no idea what copper, which ones? Oh, yeah. I got 5 or 6 pair of foams, ones that I always have. Copper, Stealth, Royals, Pearls. What's the other one?
Pearls,
Eggplants, and Pewters. So I got 6 pairs. Number 8, I got the New Balance 992 Packers. It's like a brownish, goldish looking colorway. I've always liked that joint. It always made me, I look at them and I could think fallish, Christmassy, whatever. Like I said, there's a lot of sneakers you could look at, and if like they dropped them in December and called them Christmas, we wouldn't have argued with them. You know, it's a lot of them. Number 7, I got Asics. I think they were running 5 Kith GT2 Ultramarines. Ultramarines were GT2 Asics, one of my favorite models, if not my favorite ASIC model. Yep. And they were a really bright blue, and the ASIC logo was like an ice blue, whatever. Made me think of snow, made me think of winter a little bit. Love them joints. Number 6, I got Asics Gel Life 5 Tiffany's, okay?
Yeah.
Gel Life 5 Tiffany's, I couldn't wait for them joints to come out because obviously it's a Tiffany colorway. They were white, silver, and Tiffany blue. They look like girl sneakers. Like I hated them when they came out. The contrast of colors look like winter. Like it makes me... It looks like a girl sneaker to me. So like that Tiffany blue, silver, Tiffany blue always makes me think of Christmas. I don't know why. It just always does. So I got that at number 6. Number 5, I got Dunk SB High Goofy Boys. Dunk SB High Goofy Boys were half burgundy and half like forest green and a gum bottom. Makes me think of Christmas. Makes me think of the forest. Makes me think of a Christmas tree. Number 4, I got the Jordan 1 Trophy Rooms. Jordan 1 Trophy Rooms got that glitterish kind of look and feel to them. If there was like a Christmas Jordan 1, that would have been a perfect one to use. It got like stars on. Like it just kind of has that look to it. Number 3, I got the Puma Mellow Ball Mork and Mindy. One shoe was like bright red and one shoe was bright green. I mean, I don't get no more Christmas than that. Like red and green, bright colorways.
Rick and Morty. Yep.
Rick and Morty. Yeah. What'd I say?
Mork and Mindy.
Oh, Mork and Mindy, Rick and Morty's. Number 2, I got the Dunk SB High Chinese New Year's. They're all red suede. The bottom was gold glitter, translucent. It was all red and gold. Like, that looks like more Christmas to me. And number 1, I got the Dunk SB Tiffany. A Dunk Tiffany blue just makes me think of Christmas. I have no idea why. Like, it's just something that makes me think of this. But I got the Dunk SB Tiffany. To me, if it released and they called it a Christmas sneaker, it looks like a Christmas sneaker to me. Yep. To me. Kev.
Okay.
You up.
Yes. So, number 8, one of the probably the most ugliest Jordans.
Number 8? You got number 10.
I'm sorry, number 10.
Oh.
It's number 10. One of the most ugliest Jordans that ever came out. It's actually a Jordan 8, the Snowflake. Look like Anna and Elsa pair.
But wasn't that a Christmas pair?
No, that wasn't a Christmas pair.
Oh, it wasn't?
Just winter.
Okay.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it just looked,
winter
the
stuff.
snowflakes. One of my kids actually asked me for that ugly shoe. I had to walk them out the store. Like, we don't do this.
Now,
like, no.
Now, it was a good thing that came out as a kid shoe.
Oh, yeah.
Because if that would have been a men's adult, insane. I said,
some people would have wore it, though.
Fam, them joints suck.
Terrible.
Them joints are crazy.
Are you sure?
I'm sure about what? Do they suck?
The toe box is patent leather. If the toe box wasn't patent leather,
fam, them joints are like 7 different blues with snowflakes on them.
Yeah,
those are terrible.
Fam,
those look like they come from the era of like the SpongeBob Jordans. Like,
yeah, those
are
fire too.
You could definitely go in a gas station and get a pair of those. Like,
if the toe box and the strap wasn't patent leather,
now if they were smart and actually called those Frozen's or Elsa's, that would have made a little.
You probably
more
can't
sense,
because Disney.
Yeah. I know, but that would have made a little sense.
Making up collabs now. Okay, number 9. I'm going Jordan 6 Oreo. Oreo, you leave cookies out at Christmas time.
Oh, okay.
You like.
Let's see. You said this was hard. That's a good one.
That was a stretch though. The white is for the milk. The black with the speckles is for the Oreo.
Yeah,
cookies.
but that's a good one. That's how they do Christmas stuff now.
Everybody don't do Oreos for Santa though. Some people do Chips Ahoy, but I said Oreos.
Yeah,
so
a lot of people don't do.
Oh,
yeah. I thought it was chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna leave him Oreos.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
We left Oreos before, so that's where I got the inspiration.
But that's still a good one. Cool. I like that one.
Number 8 is the Jordan 6 Pinnacle. It looks like a Christmas ornament. It's just all shiny gold.
Jordan 6 Pinnacle.
Is that one that look like an antique?
It's just all shiny gold. It was like, I think it was like a limited release. I don't even think it was like.
Oh, those are. They're not fire.
No, they were not fire. I remember when they came out of Chicago and people were getting them. And like some of the influencers in Chicago got those. Like they got invited down to like
I remember those.
Those were terrible, but it looks like you could hang that as an ornament on your tree.
I should have did my list first. Your list is fire. My list sucks.
Yeah, your list is kind of fire though. My list is lame compared to that.
I thought it was gonna go down in the hall.
Yo, you really thought about this.
It.
I mean, I made mine off top of my head and I like my list, but your list is fire.
I had to go online and think of these shoes. Okay, number 7. Christmas wouldn't be Christmas without something green, and it's a New Balance 2002 R Good Vibes green. It's all green shoes, Christmas tree. Yeah. Like, that's just what it is. It might be a little light for a green. Maybe I need a darker green, but it was a green.
Did
so
you
I
ever
did a
get
Christmas
those?
tree.
Did you try?
No. I saw some
the up there
for like
store?
$200.
Wait. Yeah, the ones that like remember they just came out like probably like maybe a few months ago.
Oh.
You talked about you needed them.
I need a lot of stuff.
Oh,
they're not expensive. Though. I saw them like men's size like $200. So
maybe them joints is cool.
Maybe I'll go back.
Okay, for number 6, I got the Nike Dunk Low Plaid. I don't know if it released yet. It might be coming out the end of this year. It actually gave me ugly sweater vibes. Nike Dunk Low Plaid.
Let me see, Dunk Low Plaid.
Look like a bad Christmas suit.
Oh yeah, that comes out. That comes out this year, I think.
Yeah.
Tartan? What's tartan?
They may be Christmas ones though.
They never said it, so I was making sure it didn't say Christmas on anything affiliated.
Well, the man got on Christmas tree socks.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
All right.
Never mind. I was like, don't count. Pick another shoe.
Number 5 is the Nike Lunar Air Force One City Q City Pack, London version.
Air Force One London.
Lunar. Put in Lunar. It'll come up. Lunar London.
Lunar.
This looks like when you have matching pajamas with your girlfriend on Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Like you take the picture in front of the fireplace. That's what it looks like.
That's
Let me
exactly
see.
what it looks like.
What the heck? I ain't never seen them before in my life.
Me neither. I
Fire.
found
I need
them
'em.
online.
Joint is kind of dope, but they shouldn't have had Lunar.
Nah, they're fire.
Wait a minute. Are you sure these ain't Christmas?
It said London. I don't know.
No Christmas.
Listen, no Christmas affiliate.
They wear that stuff year round in London.
They have Christmas in London?
All right.
I don't know. I don't know about
The
them.
first episode of Doctor Who takes place on Christmas.
I've never seen an episode of Doctor Who in my life. Man.
Doctor Who is fire.
What else
It's-
you got?
Okay.
Whack, but it's not whack.
Number 4. It's another one that's supposed to release in 2001. They saying to be this year. Is not Christmas related, but it's the Nike Dunk Low Ice, and it actually has kids playing in the snow on the shoe.
Oh no, those are Christmas. Those are Christmas.
You sure? Because I looked and it said no Christmas nowhere.
So it's they got Christmas lights around the back.
Oh,
Wait.
it did? I didn't see no Christmas lights on.
Yeah, so those are elves. So they never released. They were supposed to
That's what I
release
seen.
during like 2020 or COVID something. So they never did. But like,
They're supposed to come out in spring.
yeah, they were supposed to be the Christmas release.
Is it a Christmas if it's supposed to come out in spring though?
And
I didn't see no lights on the back. I saw a kid playing in the snow.
So it's like an elf on a reindeer or something on the
I
back
didn't see that one.
Fire.
or
was
something. Oh
another
yeah,
one.
these are super fire. These are dope.
Well, I guess those get disqualified. I don't know, but that was
It is what it is.
Pick another shoe.
number 3. I wish I had one that came to hand. Number 3, I went the same one you did. I did the LaMelo Ball, Rick and Morty. The green gives me the Grinch. The red is like red for Christmas, Santa Claus, stuff like that. It made me think of that festive Christmas time. Number 2, I checked it again to make sure it said no Christmas-related stuff. The Cactus Plant Flea Market, overgrown.
I was gonna pick that.
Grinch.
They clearly look like Grinch, but they don't have Grinch
I
anywhere
thought
on
that
it.
was supposed to be Grinch.
It didn't say Grinch on it anyway. It just
Yeah,
said
it
overgrown,
didn't.
So.
Like I feel like when the pictures first originally came out about him, they were calling him like a new Grinch or something like that. But then as time went on, it changed to overgrown and something else. So
Did you see the people that have been like shaving?
them?
all
Yeah, I
the
saw
time?
that.
I don't know which one
they
looks
look
better.
worse. I
They
know,
look worse
that's what I
shaved, I
was-
thought. I mean, they look ridiculous hairy, but
Yeah,
the
they look
shaved look
insane.
good. But that's a good one. I
I
thought about
wouldn't-
putting that one on the list.
I wouldn't buy those with somebody else's money. It was terrible. And then the last one is like, I guess it's a 2-pack. The Nike Air Force One liquid metal, kind of like the Jordan 6s, but they had a silver and gold.
Oh, yeah.
And then you sing the song Silver and Gold, and like
Yeah.
Christmas time, and it's like another ornament. It's like that's my.
Those
top
weren't
10.
Christmas
That's good
sneakers?
shit.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like
I remember those. Those are good ones. That sounds a good list, man.
That's
you,
a really good-
You was like,
My
yo.
list is so whack.
I was up online last night looking like,
Man,
trying to figure it out.
he mentioned 2 sneakers that I ain't thought about in a long time: Oreo 6s and those Pinnacle Gold 6s. Them Pinnacle Gold 6s, oh my god, they were whack. What you got, Rico?
Oh man.
Get
Number
outta
10, Cherry 11 Lows. I wore them
No, yeah,
one
right.
Christmas.
Of course.
So they make me think of Christmas. Number 9, Do the Right Thing ones. The metallic green. They're all
Oh.
white metallic green.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I hate them shoes. Though.
Oh yeah.
8, Rick and Morty Pumas that I put just now. 7, I'm on Year Jordan 3. I don't really know why. I don't know. It's plush. It's like you
Something.
get it as a present, and
That's
It-
something. If they would have said they were, like I said, a lot of these sneakers, if they would have been like, this is the Christmas one, I wouldn't have
You'd be like,
argued.
okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't have argued unless it had a pumpkin on it. Then I'd be like, I don't know about that, you know.
Gelate 3 24 Kalades collab. It's the green one
I know what you're
and the
talking about.
tannish. Yeah. Those make me think of Christmas because like sleighs and wood. Air Max 90 Pata Homegrown. It's a green shoe, mostly green. It's got some orange on the insole, but I was like, okay. Number 4, Skate Decks. Remember Skate Deck SBs?
Skate Deck SBs.
A shoe I should have
Let's
never
see.
sold, even though they were
Dunk
too
Skate
small.
Deck SB. Oh, them like wood and green ones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like a cabin.
Right? Cabin. You got your Christmas and you're spending it
They kind of
together
like them ones that they were calling Starbucks, but
with family.
okay, I ain't mad at those.
Number 3, Cherry 11 Highs. And then number 2, Chinese New Year SBs on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
And number 1, Gucci Tennis 84s. Gucci shoe shouldn't count, but
What, the ones that came out this year?
no, Tennis 84s are the
Gucci 10. Oh, OG
Yeah.
Gucci Tennis 84s. Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Adidas.
that was the first one I
Gazelle.
thought of. We were like, what's a Christmas shoe? It's not a Christmas shoe.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
Gucci Tennis
I
84s.
forgot about those. You talking about the ones that like That's Doc Carter's were like modeled after, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Those always make me think of Biz Markie too, for whatever reason.
I should have bought them last time.
I want a bad list off top. All right. Even though you had 2 Cherry 11s on there, but you know.
Highs and lows.
I mean, it's the same shoe. One's high and low.
That's not the same shoe.
Okay, why why you put the new one higher than the?
Because the new one's more Christmas.
Why?
Because it's more red.
It's more red than the original Cherry Lows?
Yeah. Supposedly,
Cherry Lows, the outsole was red, and the whole upper was white.
No, you're thinking of a different one.
Yeah, you're thinking of a different one.
No, there was a Cherry Low.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're thinking of all white with the red bottom for your number 8. Okay, no. I thought you meant the actual Cherry Low.
Oh, they did have another Cherry Low.
Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Now, is it red different?
Supposedly,
I meant this one.
The Lowe's red is supposed to be a little bit darker than the new one.
Okay. Because I will say the new one does seem a little bit brighter.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
It's something about it that seems a little bit brighter. And for whatever reason, the patent leather doesn't seem as high on it. Because I
thought it looked high on them, though.
Maybe it does.
It feels like they've been redoing all the new ones and doing the high patent leather since they did the 45.
I hate that high patent leather. I don't like it. The original how it was when they were doing the 11s was fine.
I thought they claimed that the high was the original.
It is, but I don't care.
I
don't care if that's how like Jordan wore the one. I don't care. Like that. No, you got me too accustomed to the low patent leather. You got to be judicial with patent leather. All right, and having it that high on it, I don't know. I feel like it made the toe box look boxier.
It do look bigger on the toe.
Like the toe box got more round or something like that. But I'll tell you this. If you haven't seen the Cherry 11s in hand yet.
I've been waiting for them. I told you I wanted them when they were a sample for years, and I was glad to see them come back out.
When me and a homie saw the pics first, we were like, oh, yeah, we're going to get these. Like, I was like, I haven't said that about 11 in a really long time. But them joints, they're nice. If you're an 11 person, you got to get those. It's not even a question.
The only 11 I probably won't get if they retro them is the Gammas. I didn't really like them that much the first time.
Gammas in hand fire.
I bought them for my son when he was little, but like they didn't move me. They were like I didn't get the cap and gowns. It's like a big black 11. Like it's just
cap and gowns are nice though in hand though. In hand, nice.
Yeah,
like
cap and gowns are nice.
72 tins.
Those the leather
Jubilees are nice too.
Yeah, I slept on those. Well, I didn't sleep.
I got them and then I sold them.
I tried and I refused to pay resale for them. I was like, I'm not paying resale.
What's Jubilees?
It's those like are the white, ones, black and silver.
They did the
says Jordan Jumpman on the
lacelets.
Lacelets.
They tried to make it like the mistake aglets. Pair of the DMP pack back in the day.
The only reason I didn't like those was when you look down at the patent leather, it's like outlined in white.
All the new patent leather they've been doing.
I hate that.
That coincides with the high patent leather. They've been outlining it in white.
Dude, I hate that. It looks tacky. It looks cheap when they do that. But I will say those Jubilees are pretty nice too.
What is this Dunk Low Mars Stone? Those are kind of nice.
You wear Dunks, Kev?
Yeah. I had some athletics colorways that was an 11 that I sold recently, and I hit on a few. So I got Michigan highs and lows. I got Syracuse highs. I got UNLV lows, and then I got Sambas. I think that's all the Dunks. I got about 4 or 5 Dunks in the most recent releases. And I don't got. I know everybody's favorite. You said they Vans. I don't got the
black and white Pandas.
Yes, I don't have the Pandas. I let my son buy his first pair of Dunks. He bought the Pandas. Actually, with his own money, he wanted to get them. So I won a raffle for him. But I don't have the Pandas.
Pandas are fire, though.
Fire. Classic.
Anyways, all right, Kev. I appreciate you coming through, man.
Appreciate y'all letting me join you. I've been listening for a while, and I'm glad I could come out and hang out.
Of course, man. I'm glad you made it. Like I said, man, anybody in town, if we can alter the schedule to do it, man, I'll make it happen, man. Like I said, Rico, I appreciate you coming through. I know I asked you literally this morning, last minute. But, man, I appreciate you throwing the list together and coming through and making conversation, man. So, anything else? Anybody else? Nothing? That's Sneak This. Pow, pow, pow.
Bow, bow, bow. Mike White, MVP of the Super Bowl.